Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Monday, my friends. The start of a new week for many of us, the end of the week for me, technically. AJ, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Rohan, welcome. Joe Sardo, good to see you. D-Champ, welcome back. Bomb Tech, good to see you. In Flight Ireland, what's up, mate? Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Quick Match, good to see you. Bomb Tech, good to see you. Mofo, YUL, good to see you. John Zander, welcome back, man. Greg Elwell, good to see you. AntoniBaldo's in the house, good to see you, man. Mark is here. That patch worked for you. Thanks for the help. Hey, man. Glad I could help out, dude. Now we don't have that silly, I don't even know what it was, object just hanging out. Pineapple Man, what's up, man? Steve Arrow, good to see you. Leonard Grant, good to see you. Max Medcraft, welcome. CHLM, good to see you, my friend. Scandinavian 84, welcome back. Hope you're all well. Tenure to Mobile, good to see you, mate. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Gary P's in the house, good to see you, mate. Evor, good to see you. College Dude, welcome back. Hope all is well. Matisha, good to see you. Cody, good to see you. Daniel, good to see you. Kenzo, welcome back. Critique, good to see you. Steve Arrow, welcome back as well. Thanks for coming to hang out, friends. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody is enjoying the flights that we had all this week. It was a lot of fun. Back in the Airbus. Haven't been in the Airbus in quite a while, so it feels good to be back in the Phoenix Airbus. Feel like we've had some great landings this week, actually. Next week on Thursday, we're going to be back in the 737. We've got a couple things to check out, new SimBrief integration, and we've got some new scenery over in Europe that we're going to be checking out as well next week. So next week should be just as fun as this week. I'm looking forward to it. And then we've got the Christmas holidays. What, we're about 3 weeks away. Yeah, almost 3 weeks to the day for Christmas, which is always a great time here on the channel. CHLM, thanks so much, man, for the gifted membership. Appreciate you, my friend. Huge no floaties to you. And of course, Kyle, if you're here, please make sure you say thank you in chat to CHLM gifting you a membership. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks for support, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Chilling together in flight sim is the best time. It is. Yeah, absolutely, man. That's why I love the holidays. I always feel like flight sim and Christmas holidays go hand in hand. It's too cold outside to really do much. Might as well stay inside and do the flight sim, you know? That's what it's all about, man. So, as the title suggests, we got some JetBlue ops today. Now, they operate this in the E190. I did see that they do operate this randomly on the A320. So we're going to pretend that this is one of those random flights where they're operating this on the E320. But for the most part, they operate this leg on the E190. We don't have an E190 yet. We're supposed to get one from FSim Studios. Not FSim Studios, sorry. Flight Sim Studios. But we'll have to see. Reggie dropping 5 gifted members as well. Huge no floaties to you, Reggie. Thank you, man, for the continued support of the channel. Mike, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Reggie, thanks so much for the 5 gifted members. Guys, if you just got a free membership from Reggie or CHLM, please make sure you say thank you in chat. That's incredibly kind. Thanks so much, man, Reg. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Any thoughts on the eBuilds A320 Neo? I've seen a couple videos and it looks great. Wondering what it's like to compare to the fly-by-wire. I'm not sure yet, Daniel. It's not released yet, and it looks like it's going to be a little bit before it is released. I guess they've run into some issues on the Xbox side of things, crashing the simulator and crashing the Xbox. So unfortunately, it's not coming out with the next sim update, which should be out over the next couple of days. I mean, it's AnyBuilds. And anytime AnyBuilds is going to do an airport, a scenery, anything, you know that it's going to be high quality. You know it's going to be good. You know, it's going to be a level above most. So yeah. What are my Toby Sensei settings? So College Dude, if you go to my channel and you click on my Toby eye tracker review, if you look right in the middle, I have a full like 2.5 minute breakdown of all of my settings and exactly what they do. So instead of like opening it up now and going through everything, I'm just going to direct you to the video that's on my channel. Go to my channel, click on videos. Don't click on live, click on videos, and it should be the first one up there, man. Scroll about halfway through the video and you'll see I have all of my settings. And again, I explain everything about it and what they do and how they do it. So did you see Daisy? No, we didn't see Daisy. What is over... It's so weird how, like, wide this camera aspect. I swear the camera goes like this. Like, it goes crazy wide. Like, you can see my little rolling table, but my little rolling table is all the way over here. It's crazy. Crazy how much you can see with this sometimes. It's weird. Wild. Weird wild. Do you think the AnyBuilds A320 will be better than the fly-by-wire? I haven't flown it yet, but yes, I think it will be. That's just my initial input. I don't know yet, but yes, I think it would be. But yeah, Steve celebrating 28 months as a first-class member. Huge no floaties to you, Steve. Thanks so much for your support, man. I appreciate you, dude. Incredibly kind. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back, man. Thanks for your support. It's a wide camera view, which I don't have it set to a wide camera view. It's just weird. Yeah. I'm flying to your hometown. What's your hometown? Nassau or to Orlando? Do you have any specific flights you're going to fly in and around Christmas? Really only one. We always fly up to Rovaniemi, home of Santa Claus. We fly up to Rovaniemi usually on Christmas Eve or the stream before Christmas. That's really it, man. Other than that, we're going to just stick to our regular schedule, and we may do some, like, you know, there's some seasonal ops. There's more seasonal ops now that the winter is here and the cooler weather is here. So we may do some more seasonal ops and stuff like that, especially when we're flying in Europe, like go from like the UK down to Spain or, you know, somewhere around there. But other than that, no, nothing crazy planned other than our Rovaniemi flight that we do every year from Helsinki to Rovaniemi, about an hour and a half. Cool, friends. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. We're looking at 56 minutes or something like that. 56 minutes down to Orlando today. And then, of course, we're doing the turnaround, and we're coming back to Nassau to finish off the week, friends, as promised. So let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. First things first, external power comes on. Battery switch 1 and 2. Let's get our gears left side, right side, and center all to the nav position. Good. We'll get our cap switch on. We'll get our ground control on. Crew supply comes on. Nav and logo lights go on. EPU master start switches on. No smoking to the auto position. We'll arm our emergency exits. And we'll bump our heat over, or cargo heat over to the aft position. Beautiful. Let's come down here to the electronic flight bag. Let's go ahead and load up some information here. We'll go to our Phoenix tab. We'll go ahead and load from SimBrief. Good. Davis is here. Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope all is well. Best stream and best chat on YouTube. Thank you, Bob Tech. Appreciate it, man. Chris is coming. Captain Canada. Let's fly to Nassau. Absolutely. Hey, man, I'm Canadian. Get me the hell out of this cold. Damn right. The hell do I want to be here? It snowed like a foot of snow last night. You should see outside right now. It's absolutely bananas. I just cleared off my car. My arm hurts from pushing off all the snow. It's like that crazy wet snow too. Not fun. Not fun at all. Beautiful. We're going over from Nassau to Orlando as we spoke about. Showing 58 minutes now. 58 minutes on the flight time. JetBlue 240 is our call sign today. Wonderful. Let's go to our mass and balance tab. Let's see how many passengers we've got. 163 passengers, 2,500 kilograms of cargo, 6,300 kilograms of fuel. We're going to go ahead and load aircraft. Load aircraft, we're going to go instant as we're just using the weight and balance from the aircraft. We are loading via GSX. Beautiful. Let's come down here. We'll go to our init ref. We'll go ahead and do our init request. We can throw in our call sign, which is JBU JetBlue 240. Good. We'll throw that up into there. You can see here we're going from Nassau, Orlando, Miami is our as our alternate. Good. All of that looks swell and well. Come back over here, grab some numbers. 59.630.2. 59.6/30.2. Good. Bug that up into there. And then block fuel was, call that 6.4. Wonderful. I'm going to get some of the brightness on these screens down just a tad. I think it looks a little bit better. Good. And bring some of the brightness down here as well so it's not so vibrantly stuck in our face. Good. Cool. Let's go ahead and go to our flight plan. No ATC today. We're going to go MYNN. Let's go ahead and pull up the most recent weather for Nassau. Go and check that out. JQB, what's up, man? Been a while. Hope all's well, man. Good to see you back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tell me, say hello, but I'm staying on the beach. Yes, got you. -7 and 20 centimeters of snow is normal for Tromsø, and I love it. That's nice. Joe B is here. Good to see you, man. It's sad to hear, Captain. So far this year, Hawaii has got more snow than we have in MSP. Really? Jesus, man. I don't know how you didn't get any snow. That's crazy. Metro information. Winds are showing 170 at 6, so we are going to depart out of runway 14. We're going to be on the... What was the departure that we have selected? The Ingra 2 departure. With the Ingra transition. Yes, there we go. We'll insert that. Beautiful. And then from Ingra, we're going to proceed direct to Peach, and then on our way to Orlando. Excuse me. Weather in Orlando. Let's pull this up here quickly. We can grab a quick little look-see. MCO weather, and we'll grab the ATIS, and we'll see what the real-world ATIS is saying. It's saying information Gulf. Winds are 280. 12 gusting 17, nice. 10-mile visibility, scattered at 3,100, scattered at 3,900, broken at 25,000. Typical Florida weather, I would say. 27 degrees, altimeter 3003, landing and departing on runways 35 left, 36 right. Wonderful. Let's look at Orlando here for a quick second. We'll go to our airport. So there it says landing and departing 36 right, arriving 35 left. So that's what we're going to plan. So we're going to plan for an arrival on 35 left. We have a little bit of a taxi. We're going all the way down here. JetBlue parks at the new South Terminal Charlie. But do you know what that means, chat? That means that a long taxi to the terminal means a very short taxi for our departure back out to Nassau. So that's what we'll plan. So we'll plan 35 left, and I just want to confirm that that's what I did read. Landing and departing, departing runways 35 left, 36 right. Arriving runways... Digital clearance, NOTAMs runway, 18 right, 36 left, closed. Okay, 18 right and 36 left is closed. Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to plan 35. I mean, technically, we probably should land on 35 right then if we want to be proper. Okay, let's be proper, chat. Let's land on 35 right. We'll be professional pilots. Yeah. Okay, ILS 35 right is what we'll plan. We're going to be on the Rides 2 arrival. Rides 2. You would think that the Rides 2 would have something to do with, like, being able to see Disney World or something like that, Disneyland. We want the club transition and our approach via today. If we have a quick little look-see here, let's go MCO, let's go to arrivals. We'll plan ILS 35 right. If we look at the Rides arrival, it's going to take us to Hana. So from Hana, we're going to go ahead and take the approach. So you can see Hana's right here. So does it give me an option for Hana? It does, and I'm going to select that. Beautiful. And then we'll insert that. Good. Let's scroll through our flight plan. Let's make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities, which we don't. Beautiful. Everything looks good to me, my friends. Great. Go back to our NitRef tab. Cost index today initially will be 5. We're going up to a cruise altitude of 280, 28,000 feet. We'll go ahead and bug that up. Good. Next page. We may go a little bit higher. SimBrief was saying 36,000. There's no way we're getting up to 36,000 feet. Maybe because of the headwind, but it's only a 340 nautical mile flight. I feel like getting up to 360 is going to be kind of impossible. Maybe 300 or 32. We'll see what the climb looks like when we get airborne. Everything looks good over there. Happy with that. We'll go to our performance tab. Let's go grab some performance numbers now. While we're doing this, we're almost fully boarded. We should be done so we'll go ahead and spool up the APU now. Nassau departing runway 14. Surface conditions are dry. We're going to do a flaps 1 departure. Force toga no, anti-ice off, packs on, sync load sheet, sync live weather, calculate V speeds. Beautiful. Let's get some numbers here. 50, 50, 51. 150, 150, 151. Good. And flaps 1/down 0.0 and 63. 0.0 and 63 on the flex tab. What didn't you like? 1/down 0.0. It didn't like that? Okay, there, now it likes it. Cool, sweet, we're all done. Boarding is complete. If we head to the overhead, APU's on and available. External power comes off, fuel pumps go on, red beacon light comes on, seatbelt sign goes on. Let's go ahead and go to GSX. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Wonderful. And we are essentially good to go here, chat. We're just going to put up our initial climb. We'll put like 10,000 or something like that. And we just have to deal with some AtSiu and AOC menu stuff here. We're going to have our preliminary load sheet, I'm sure, or our finalized load sheet. There it is. 163 plus 1. We'll go ahead and accept that. Beautiful. And there we have it. We are good to go, my friends. We'll throw in our TCAS. We are in North America. They like using 2,000 when there's no ETC on, so we'll bug up 2,000. We'll turn that on in reporting. Good, cool. Flaps on. I'm a Castevens 100 kind of guy. Nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you got to do, right? I like to keep it a little bit more realistic. I've been told, I don't know, I don't fly in the real world, but I have been told, I thought it said the altimeter was 3... It says the altimeter is 299 or 1. I'm going to get that again. Flatboy, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday. So how about that acquisition of Hawaiian Airlines by Alaska? Is it a done deal? I've heard that they've just went into purchase. I didn't know if it was one, but you did a Ryanair landing in Cork. Nice. Zach, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Every time I fly an MCO, the winds and weather are generally just crazy. It is one of those weird airports. Yeah. Hey, have you ever tried flying to Norway or Finland around Christmas? It's pretty... Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Yeah. Yep. Every year. Every year we usually do Helsinki, Rovaniemi. We'll go up to Oslo. Nose right, tail left. Which way do we want to go? Sure. We'll go that way. Let's come down here. We'll go to our Phoenix tab. We'll go to the ground services. Go remove the chocks and cones and the GPU. We have somebody pushing back, so I'm not going to push back into him. We'll be good pilots. Wait for him to push back. Living on player, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Phoenix has been pulling METARs from incorrect airports lately. If you look at your takeoff page, it's showing the wrong station. Very weird, because, yeah, altimeter is showing 3004, which the aircraft is showing 3006. I'm going to put 3004, but yeah, weird. Very weird. Look at my takeoff page. Takeoff runway 14. I mean, this is all correct. It's the tablet that's not showing the correct departing information. Mitch, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Okay, we should be no factor with him. Ooh, an ATR is over there right now, I think. Park brake comes off.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yep. Hey, chat. You know it's a good idea when you want to go flying? To turn your joysticks on. Whoops. Nothing to see here, chat. I had nothing on. My pendular rudders, my TCA engine 1 and 2, and my TCA side stick. No problem. Park brake is off.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Remember there was a time where that would crash the sim if you didn't have your stuff turned on? Yeah, if you want to go flying, make sure that your joysticks have power and that they're turned on.
Have a great
Usually helps.
flight. Always enjoy operations within the Bahamas, Florida, and the
Joe,
Caribbean.
thanks for
That
support, man.
turquoise water.
Oh, yes, it is. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for the $5 donation. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you. Incredibly kind, dude. I have no clue where this pushback is going to take us, chat, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest, I feel like we should probably just call it right here, because I don't know where in the you-know-what this is going to end up taking us. Let's just stop it right here. Let's go stop here and complete pushback procedures. Yes. Good. I don't want to push back into anybody. I don't want to go into anybody's gates. Nothing. Can I set my park brake? It doesn't want me to set park brake.
Please set parking brakes.
Now it wants me to set the park brake. Okay.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Forgot to plug my rudder pedals in this one time and I couldn't figure out why my airplane wasn't turning. Yep. I do find they work a little bit better when they're turned on. Check flaps, don't go full when connecting those. What do you mean check flaps? Everything should be fine. Alright, good start on number 2. Let's pull up number 1. Might want to double check that they are assigned to the correct profiles. They are, they usually are. Toby Eye Tracker arrived today, can't wait to try that out after work. Nice, enjoy, man. Enjoy. Is he pushing you to the customs? I don't know, man. This is a profile that I downloaded, but I don't know where that pushback was going to take me, so we just stopped it right here.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided now to take it out, Lightspeed.
Left is clear.
It's been here for 5 years. All of a sudden now they decided that it's against TOS, so I don't know, whatever, man. We'll find another one, don't you worry. Maybe they would like it if I replaced it with like a pharmacy symbol with a bottle of pills. Maybe that would be a little bit more socially acceptable than a picture of a plant, for fuck's sakes. Love the sound of those engines, never gets old. It is beautiful, isn't it? I love the startup of the CFMs, man. Love it. Let's go flaps 1. Good. And back inside. Engine mode selector to the norm position. Ground spoilers on. Predictive wind shear system. Auto number 1. Auto brakes max RTO. And we have no trim. That's right, no trim. Looking good. JRH, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Terminal color is very tropical. It is. I love it. Absolutely love it. All right, cool. We're looking good. Upstairs, EPU's off. EPU bleed is off. Let's go ahead and get our taxi going so the rest of these guys can push back here. Park brakes off. Pull ourselves forward. Nose wheel all the way to the right. What does crank do? I believe that has something to do with starting mid-air. Something's broken. Will you move now? I think the GSX it was acting like the tug was connected. No, it was acting, because I stopped the pushback, it didn't actually disconnect it, and it was acting as if I had the tug still connected to the aircraft. All right, cool. We're good to go. I think the crank is only used by the ground engineers when doing maintenance. You can start the engines with regular start position in the air. Well, there you go. Can't wait till Phoenix adds IE engines in the shark boats. Yes. Pretty fun. Alaska Airlines buys an all Airbus fleet just to send them to become an all Boeing fleet. Kind of like they're doing with Virgin America. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do, man, with I mean, pardon me. Doesn't Hawaiian have a bunch of 787s on order as well? Keep getting that issue with GSX and the Phoenix where the pushback doesn't disconnect even if the whole procedure, I have to press abort for it to disconnect. Interesting. I've never had that issue. It's the first time. The only reason I saw it was because down here I could see that the tug still said that it was connected, and that's why we weren't able to move. Alright, takeoff config check. Good. Got our nose light on now, leaving the ramp area. Clear on the left. Got an email from Alaska. They are maintaining the 2 brands for at least 24 months. Well, there you go. I wonder what that's going to do, though, man. All those, all like the 717 Hawaiian ops and stuff like that they do all between the islands. I wonder how that's going to work now. Clear left. Clear right. There's a setting where you have to confirm a good engine start that will mess it up too. I've had that turned off since day one, bomb tech, so it's definitely not. That's definitely not what I have going on in mine. The plan for Alaska and Hawaiian is to stay separate, just like the Air France KLM group. Got you. Well, someone's saying for at least 24 months, but is MCO worth the purchase now? Thought it was a little bit messy for a while. It's still a little bit messy. The bridges need a lot of work. Fly Tampa did it great with their Amsterdam scenery. This Taxi to Gate didn't do it very well with their Orlando scenery, but yeah. You're on your island. Beautiful weather today for flying. It is very nice weather. I'm excited. We get to come back here afterwards, so it should be awesome. Going to some JetBlue ops with the IE engines. I want to wait for more realism. Sure, nothing wrong with that. You can have a look when we land, JRH, but yeah, it's still. My GSX, when the pin is removed, the nose seems to have been dropped about 3 feet. Yeah, so I would turn that off. That's the first thing that I always do as well in the GSX settings, or sorry, the airplane settings. So every aircraft that I have, if you go to the aircraft settings, customize airplane, turn off pushback raise, and then that'll at least stop it from doing that slam down if you have to. Alrighty, chat. Landing lights coming on. Runway turn off. Strobe lights, wing lights, nose lights. Everything is on. Will you ever fly to Pyongyang in the sim? I don't know, dude. Probably not, man. You know me. Alrighty. Sounds up. Throw it over to our joystick cam. Just want to take a quick second to say thank you to Thrustmaster for sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested in any of the peripherals that you see me using, click the link above or down below. Thank you to Thrustmaster for sponsoring this video. Throttle's up to 40%. Let's do it. Chrono is on. Stable. Manflex 63 SRS runway auto thrust blue. Takeoff power is set. Slight nose down pressure on the stick. Airspeed's alive. knots, we're neutral. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. So good. God, that looks so good. Damn. I thought we were supposed to get water masks. Weren't we supposed to get water masks everywhere? Hopefully that's a thing for 2024. Throttles to climb. Having water mask does so much to the sim, man. We did? Are you sure? I thought it was just for like certain areas. I thought they were supposed to do like everywhere. Good to see you, Will. Sounds back a little bit. Don't need to go deaf. Make our left turn now. Runway turn-offs, nose lights, wing lights all off. Spliff Jam, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. George said that they're working on water masks will be available for 2024. Good. Yeah, I want to be able to see like every lake and river with like some water masks in it, man. That would just be incredible. Imagine flying over the Great Lakes and being able to look down and actually like, you know, see the water masks and stuff. That'd be cool. Little S-turn departure out of there. Good to go, flaps clean. Flaps clean. Go away, man. They need to fix that too, like those stupid things popping up all the time. Alrighty, 6,000 feet, autopilot's going on, flight deck. Let's bug up our cruise altitude. We said we're going to 28,000, so initially bug that up to 28,000. Give you guys some nice views here. Saying goodbye to the island. We will be back. Look at all the resorts down there. Just a couple targeted water masks, still need global coverage for sure. Got you, okay. Swain Lake flying to the Bahamas back when he was at Envoy. He did the last flight out of there on the ERJ 145 before they moved operations to the 175. There you go. That's pretty cool. That's Paradise Island. Nice. Very cool. I'm assuming that's where all the resorts are and stuff. What is a water mask? It will like show like the coral and stuff like that. Like if you look over here, see how like you can see like the coral and like the actual bottom of the ocean and stuff? Those are water masks. See how the water is changing color all around the island? That would be a water mask. And internal, see there's a big lake here as well. You can see like the bottom of the water. That would be a water mask. What's today's cost index? Our usual, 35. Looking forward to de-icing on streams this time of year. It's definitely going to happen for sure. We haven't had to do it yet, but it's definitely going to happen sooner than later. That's for sure. Yeah. All right, I'm going to give us a little bit of a... do I want to go? Yeah, okay, let's give us a little bit of a shortcut because I saw most flights do as well. They get direct Peach from here, so we'll go direct Peach. If you actually look at like the flight radar, almost 99% of the flights, they get direct Peach after departure. We're through 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off. Seatbelt signs can come off as well. Beautiful. Continue the climb out. Kept to see about the news about the 737 MAX developing by iFly. The MAX 8200 is coming as well for those Ryanair fans. iFly for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Are we talking about simulators? Flights by Jeremy. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Delta Sim Pilot. How are you, man? Good to see you. Welcome back as well. Fly Davers. Welcome. Hope you're having a good time. I did the ice in Dublin the other day. Felt awesome. Nice. How does it work with GSX again? I'm going to have to... You just call, like, the de-ice. You know what I mean? Cap, is this a 100% clone cockpit of the real-life A320? I have no clue. Maybe. I think they LiDAR scanned everything, yeah, but I don't know. You'd have to ask Phoenix about that. What's your thoughts about the new GTA new game trailer? It hasn't been released yet. Tomorrow it comes out. Everything that you're seeing right now is just fake, and it's everybody trying to cash in on clicks and views, and that's all that it is. All these leaked... It's all bullshit, man. can go to an ice pad and call it, just pull GSX
Friends,
and it will be an
this
option.
stream is
So-
sponsored by Thrustmaster.
Yes.
Speaking of which, you should see what Candy, with an I, does with those oversized candy canes. It's how she got the name. By the way, she sells them, among other things. Check out her OnlyFans.
OnlyFans Candy. Huge enough floaties to you, man. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you, man. Are you excited for GTA 6? Yes, but I just, obviously, I always have yourself in check. It's probably not coming out for another year or two, man. So, yeah, I'm excited, but I'm excited as I can be that I still have to wait another year. So, yeah. Did I miss, if you're doing a live GTA trailer stream? No, I don't do that, Allison. That's not me. No. Saw the GTA 6 leak video and it was literally pulled from Microsoft. Yep. And they haven't announced if it's going to be GTA 6 yet either. They haven't announced anything. They could be going back in time. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, if you had to choose one, which one would you pick? The Phoenix A320 or the PMDG 737? Can I have any variant or is it just one? Is it just the A320 or just the 737? I'm probably picking the A320. I love this airplane so much. The Airbus is where I like... This is the aircraft, not the Phoenix, but Airbus. This was like the first commercial airplane that I learned inside and out and felt comfortable and confident flying. So Airbus will always have a special special place in my heart. I also love the PMDG 737, but yeah. A319 all day long, AJ. All day long. Cap, what are your destinations to India and the Middle East? I'm not sure. Hopefully before the new year, and if not, into the new year. Yeah. What's the guess on when 2024 will release? I'm saying Q3, Q4. I would say probably in the fall. Late summer, fall is when I would... I mean, this sim released in August. I could see it releasing between August and December 2024, something like that. Last time I did anything in Asia, we flew in Japan not that long ago. We did a full week in Japan. Did some really cool flights. I love flying in Japan, man. The ortho, the flight selection, the airports. So that would be water masks down there for anybody asking as well. Those would be water masks. So again, having that all over the world. They have done some, you can obviously see. They have done some through the Bahamas and stuff like that. But imagine having that like everywhere, right? Like flying in the South Pacific and stuff like that. Seeing the islands, flying over in Asia, being able to fly over the islands and see all the water masks and stuff, that would be beautiful, because that looks incredible, man. That looks so good. How many hours of flying do you have on Microsoft in the A320? I think we're almost up to 3,000 hours on Microsoft now. 2827. So we're approaching 2850 hours. All the shallow water down there, dude, all the sharks down there too. Very many sharks down there. Garnet, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Are you still going to do the long haul? What? At 75,000 subscribers? Yes, we're going to do a long haul. Hey, Cap, what do you think about the Turkish ops? Do you think we'll see any soon? Would be nice for you to do some Turkish domestic ski destinations. Yeah, I'm sure we will, man. I'm sure we will. We flew Turkish not that long ago, though. We flew down into, I can't think of the name where we flew, but we flew Turkish not that long ago. Tons of tiger and hammerheads. There you go. Good afternoon from Orlando Approach. See you on the descent. Nice. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for jumping on. Do you consider the Latin VFR A330-900 Neo? No. No, thank you. No, thank you, Joe. They have marginally... That aircraft is marginally better than the Captain Sim products, but nah, still not for me, man. Hammerheads are docile, they don't attack. True. The tiger sharks do, though. You know what other airport we need, chat? We need Freeport. We need to fly into Freeport. Air Canada does flights from Toronto to Freeport. I'd love if somebody would put out a Freeport scenery. There may even be a Freeport scenery, but I haven't checked. But that approach to Freeport kind of reminds me of the approach into where the hell is that island group of islands out here? Bermuda. Reminds me of Bermuda. Always a fun time. Always a fun time. I think Freeport's right there, right? Yeah, Freeport. We need some scenery. Freeport came out last week. Well, shit. Look at that, chat. Definitely going to pick that one up. Bucket of ice cold beer at a beach chair for anyone. Those islands down there sounds really nice. It does. Yes, it does. Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful down there. The water masks. It's great. Looks so good. Air Canada just opened October 23rd a flight from Toronto to Monterey on the A220. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Cap, so cool to see that you're able to do all this so professionally in Canada. What airline do you prefer in real life? Air Canada and Aeroplan, or WestJet and WestJet Rewards? John, Air Canada with Aeroplan. I am an Aeroplan member. My American Express Aeroplan as well. American Express Reserve Aeroplan holder. Plans for 100K subs. When that time comes, man. I'm a flight sim channel dude. If I'm being honest with you, Rohan, 100,000 subscribers is probably a couple years away. So, no point in planning that. Who knows what the hell's even going to happen in a couple years from now. But yeah, judging on the channel growth and the way that the channel is growing, that's something that is quite a ways away. So, we'll wait for that. Does it matter whether you have the Steam versus Microsoft Store and Microsoft? What's the difference? Really the only difference is the file structure, Ireland. I always tell people if you can, get it on Steam. But, yeah. Microsoft 24 could get you there next year. Maybe. We'll see. You are correct. We did gain an insane amount of subscribers when Microsoft came out. Basically doubled our channel. But I don't think that's going to happen for 2024. Maybe. But who knows? Yeah. Honestly, ortho cannot come close. Well, I mean, you can do water mask ortho in Ortho for XP, I think. I've never tried to do it, but it does give you the option to do water mask. But yeah, I don't think you're going to get it looking like that. That's for damn sure. I mean, that just looks absolutely incredible. And that's what I was saying. I wish they had done this around the world like originally planned. Imagine all your lakes and stuff like that look like that as well. You fly over a lake and you can see down all like the green, you know, at the bottom. It'd be beautiful. It'd be absolutely incredible. Okay, it says we are at 28,000 feet. How much longer on the cruise do we have? Quite a while. Okay, so maybe that's why it plans such a high altitude. So let's go back into here. We'll go to our performance. Sorry, our init ref, and let's bug up like 340. We'll go up to 34,000 feet. Again, they wanted us initially to 36,000 feet, but we're going to go 34,000, and we're going to go climb mode, and it should climb, and then we're going to keep our cost index of 5 for now as well. What you're seeing there didn't exist when the sim release added in a later update. Yes, I know. But when they first announced the sim will back in whatever it was, 2019, they had spoken about water masks, and they even showed videos. I don't know if you remember, like the release trailer, they were flying over a lake and there was full water masks, and it was like one of the top things on the requested board from people that they wanted to add into the simulator. And I know that a couple, I don't even know, maybe a year or two ago, they were having issues with the water masks, and they came out and said that they were working on them, but they were having issues with them. It wasn't working the way that it was originally had planned. So I would love to see that for everywhere is what I'm saying, not just out here. You know what I mean? Just taxiing to runway 14. Nice. Enjoy your departure, mate. Enjoy your departure. Just made some dinner, chicken masala, and it's so hot I can't eat it. Uh-oh. Like spicy hot or just hot? Hey, Cap, what are your thoughts on GA, and would you ever fly GA IRL? I mean, IRL is a completely different story, right? In the simulator, I'm not really a big GA guy, but why are you not climbing? Thank you. Now it's climbing. 34,000 feet. Spicy hot. Oof. Do you think you're going to start getting high quality water bombers and other planes with jobs when FS24 comes out? I have no clue. Allison. I'm not really interested in that type of stuff, but maybe? I don't know. Got some original Indian spices here in Europe? You're lucky, man. You are lucky. They got to do something with Greece? Yeah, absolutely. Well, all over the world. All over the world. I agree with you. Yes. Greece, absolutely. For sure we should be able to see all the water masks down there and stuff like that. Yeah. 2019 feels like it was 10 years ago. I agree. Do you remember how many of you were at Flight Sim Expo in Orlando when Microsoft Flight Simulator dropped the announcement at, was it E3? Might have been like E3 or like Gamescom or something like that. I can't remember which one it was, but I remember we were at Flight Sim Expo, and the entire Flight Sim Expo switched over to this, wait a second, Microsoft is back, and they had the trailer, and it came out of nowhere, and nobody was prepared for it. I remember it literally sent Flight Sim Expo just into shambles. People were fucking going nuts. Yeah. Did we watch the trailer on stream? We might have when I got back home. Yeah, we might have, man. But it originally played while I was at Flight Sim Expo in Orlando. And I remember it was crazy. Like, I remember, I think Jeff Favignano came over to our Airbnb, and he's just like, did you see Microsoft's announcement? And I was like, wait, what? And, yeah, he pulled it up on his phone and he showed us, and we were like, wait, what the hell? And then the next day at the expo was just crazy. Well, I flew into CYUL last night and broke out at 400 feet. It was snowing and gusting, a ton of fun. Yeah, it was crazy weather last night, man. I went for a quick little drive last night. I had to go to the dispensary quickly, and on my way back, it was crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. Like, the snow, I don't know if I've ever seen, like, it was, the snowflakes were like that big that were landing. I don't think I've ever seen snowflakes that big. Just when X-Plane was seeming to gain some traction. Well, that's exactly when it was, Flyboy, yeah. X-Plane had just announced at the seminar, I was there at the seminar, X-Plane had just announced they were moving from Vulcan, or say they were moving from OpenGL to Vulcan. That was that announcement. That was in 2019. That's what that was. And everybody was super excited because they said, wow, X-Plane's finally moving away from OpenGL. That's going to mean better performance, better add-ons, blah, 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 right? Yeah, there was a lot of excitement. And then, yeah, no, they weren't at the expo, which we found a little bit weird, College Dude. I don't, maybe they just didn't know about it. You know what I mean? The same thing goes for the expo in San Diego in 2021. I was kind of 2021 or 2022? 2022 maybe? Yeah, 2022. No, it was 2021 in the middle of the pandemic. Yeah, 2021 in San Diego. Microsoft wasn't there either, and I found that a little bit, you know, I understood because of COVID and everything going on. But man, to see Microsoft at the expo this year, I mean, they just absolutely dominated it. It was absolutely crazy to see all of the staff and stuff that they put on, and the show that they put on, and the barbecue. They had a big barbecue for a bunch of content creators and stuff like that. Microsoft, like I said, man, they've earned my respect as far as how they're treating the community and how they're treating the simulator moving forward. And I hope we don't get burned. Fingers crossed. I don't think we will, but I hope we don't get burned. But you have to give respect where respect is due. I mean, they're clearly trying, and they're clearly for you know, they're clearly for the community, big time. You know. Nothing more needs to be said when Austin didn't even show up. Yeah, I agree. Will. I still cannot believe how people, like, I don't know how people stand behind him and like support that type of cowardly behavior. To me, that's just like, come on, man. We have one show a year where you have to go and show up and be personable and be yourself, be your Austin Meyer that everybody in the community has come to know over the last couple of years. You have one show a year that you need to go to support your X-Plane stuff, right? Your video game. I get it. He goes to all like the air ventures, and he goes to all the other real world stuff with his airplane and stuff like that. I understand and fine, but that's not an X-Plane dedicated event, right? There is one annual event dedicated to X-Plane, and that's Flight Sim Expo. You could say that there's also Cosford or the other European one that they should be attending as well, but as far as like the biggest flight sim show, it's definitely Flight Sim Expo. And for him not to show up, he sent his little minions with some Austin stickers to hand out to everybody. Pretty crazy, dude. Pretty crazy, man. It's like somebody threw a temper tantrum because Microsoft is back in the game. I'm not going because they're going to spend money and they're going to have a full booth and computers and letting people fly their simulator. I'm not going. That's, you know, exactly that was maybe not that pittily, but it was, you know, that's exactly why he wasn't there. Yeah. Also, Microsoft acquiring working title 3 years ago has a power play prove that Microsoft is a community side. Yeah, absolutely. Not only them, Will. I mean, you look at some of the developers as well, like some of the scenery guys, Gaia Simulation. They've done an incredible job doing all the handcrafted airports now moving forward. Gaia Simulation, they've partnered with AnyBuilds. Don't forget, man, I mean, the A310 is a free airplane. The A320neo that AnyBuilds is making, also a free airplane. Though that's just that's like some of the bigger ones, you know what I mean? Those are some of the bigger names. Imagine some of the, you know, there's still a lot of people in the background that are, you know, a lot of companies in the background that are working as well, you know? And that's why I constantly say, well, is they've earned my respect. I was a little bit hesitant at first just because it's Microsoft. You never know where things are going. I feel like everything at Microsoft is made on a company move instead of like a personal matter and like keeping something alive because it's somebody's passion and they've spent $10,000 buying airplanes and add-ons and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So I was a little bit skeptical at first because I just didn't want Microsoft to pull a power play move and just, you know, shut it down after 5 years. Okay, made a bunch of money, shut Microsoft down, let's go. We don't need Flight Sim anymore or something, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's but they've earned my respect. They've earned it for sure. Now, hopefully we don't get burned. I don't think we will, but hopefully we don't get burned. But they've definitely earned my respect, and they've definitely earned, you know, that's why I keep promoting this simulator. I keep talking about how, in my opinion, it is the best option for, you know, for anybody out there. Maybe not everybody, but it is definitely an option. As you said before, it's telling that X-Plane isn't getting new developers, whereas Microsoft is. Well, I mean, you have, listen, no matter how you look at it, you'd have to be absolutely silly, or you're making a statement. You're trying to, you know, like what Tolis is doing right now, right? Tolis refuses to develop for Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're sticking to X-Plane. Now, one can argue there's far better developers in the Microsoft world than what Tolis can offer, and I don't mean that in any slight, you know, towards Tolis. I love Tolis. I think they make fantastic products for X-Plane, but a Tolis product in Microsoft, I don't even think it, you know, when you have FS Labs coming, you have Phoenix with their A320, the 319, the 321, you know, Tolis doesn't have a market within Microsoft, I don't think. That's just my personal, right? I don't think that a Tolis can compete with a Phoenix, with a FS Labs. Hell, I don't even know if they would compete with Aerosoft as far as like texturing and modeling and making a tablet and stuff like that. They can't even get like a proper tablet. Like their tablet is like the ISS screen or whatever the hell it's called. Like it's, anyways, not to bash on Tolis or X-Plane or anything. I just, you know, there are a few developers that are sticking to their guns and they're sticking to X-Plane, and I personally feel like that's a missed opportunity. I think if you're a development group and you know how to develop something, I would be all hands on deck. I don't understand how there's like certain developers that just seem to have missed the mark. I don't understand how you don't try and do everything that you can to get your product out for Microsoft Flight Simulator, make it compatible. I don't know. I disagree with your captain. I think Tolis could. Remember, Phoenix bought half of the systems of their plane. That's fine, AJ. I don't disagree with you. But again, when it comes down to it, 96% of people that are flying don't care that Tolis can do 190 faults. People don't care, AJ. There's a very select few people who use the Tolis to make faults and to have emergencies and stuff like that. I would say that number is probably less than 5% of the people flying it. So if that's what you're into, sure, then Tolis is probably going to be the better option for you. Most of us in the flight sim world don't care about that. The people that do care about that is probably the pilots that are flying the sim to stay, or the people that are trying to become pilots and they really want to start. There are a very select few. that would use that type of system depth for that type of stuff. And I don't think it's that Phoenix bought their systems. Phoenix is using I forget the name of the ProSim. They're using ProSim for their system, which is, in my opinion, not necessarily a better move, but it is still a great move because ProSim is one of the highly regarded professional sims out there, right? So what the ProSim can offer, sure, they didn't do everything by code and they didn't do anything by hand, but I just don't see that. How many streams do you watch other than like V1 or Flight Deck to Sim or any of the, how many streams do you watch where people are doing faults or people are losing engines or they're losing hydraulics or they're losing gear? Nobody does that because we're not trained to do that. It's a super select few streamers, content creators, people who buy products are going to use it for emergency situations. Most people just want to do their flight from point A to point B and be happy with it. We're not trained to deal with emergencies. What the hell do I know? Oh shit, chat, we lost all of our hydraulics. Fuck if I know what I'm supposed to do. The hell am I supposed to do, man? When am I going to pull out my Airbus QRH and start going through all my... No, I'm not trained to do that. V1, Flight Deck to Sim, those guys, they're all trained to do that. Of course it would make sense for them to, that's who that product is designed towards. Or that's who they're trying to sell it to. Which I don't... Listen, man, I've had conversations with Tolis, and Tolis seems to be quite content with staying in the X-Plane world. They seem to think that business is booming over in the X-Plane world, and there you go. No. Lose all hydraulics, Alt F4, and play something else. I mean, that's what most of us would do, right? I don't think anybody's buying a Tolis product, but yeah. It's not the failures per se, it's more that they built the whole systems, thus can change it, such as IEs, winglets. Again, sure. I mean, Phoenix is changing all of those things. Listen, I know that you love X-Plane, but I just don't. I feel like we're grasping at straws here, AJ. Listen, man, I know you love X-Plane. That's cool, dude. I respect you for supporting X-Plane and doing everything that you can to be in the X-Plane world and stuff, but we're comparing apples to oranges here. Phoenix is doing the exact same things. It's just taking longer because, like you mentioned, they have to rewrite the whole engine code for it to do actual fuel burn or proper fuel burn that they're looking for and stuff. You know what I mean? So Phoenix is getting there. It is taking a little bit longer than normal, sure. Also, don't forget, I mean, X-Plane, Tolis, before the Tolis A319 came out, Tolis had been developing that airplane for 7 years, I think it was. 7-8 years or something like that. So you also have to understand that as well, right? X-Plane has been out significantly longer, the platform, than Microsoft has been. Now, one could argue, okay, well, if I've developed for FSX, I should be able to develop for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have no clue what the SDK is. I do not know. But, yeah, I just don't... Remember that 4,000 count makes 0 sense as most users are not on MS Store, which we can't track like Steam. I think a lot of people have it on Microsoft Store as well. I know I originally bought the simulator on the Microsoft Store and then ended up refunding it and buying it on Steam. Just because I wanted the file access through Steam. X-Plane 12 is averaging 400 users over the last 30 days. Microsoft is averaging 4,000. Only a dev scared that they can't port their planes over would turn that money down, user base down. Again, to me, if you're a development group and you're selling products, you're trying to make money, right? I can understand where Tolis is maybe trying to get a one-up with the X-Plane community. They're trying to, prove a point to the X-Plane community and the people that are sticking with X-Plane that they can always trust Tolis, that a Tolis product will be always available. I get that. I understand that. Probably smart, like, marketing in a sense, but I also think that it's absolutely crazy for Tolis to turn down development opportunities for a different simulator. I think it's, like I said, man, if I was a developer and I knew how to develop and I knew how SDKs worked, I would do everything that I possibly could to make this, to be able to have a product in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Not only have a product, but have a product that worked on Xbox and on PC. PMDG literally laughing to the bank. PMDG released a great product, right? It's definitely a great product. We all can agree that the PMDG 737, probably one of the best 737s out there, maybe with the Zebo mod, another great product as well, but arguably one of the better payware 737s out there. The amount of money, I think we've done it in chat, haven't we? Millions of dollars that this airplane has probably generated in revenue for PMDG. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Just want to make sure you don't use the throttle with the TCA. I just want to make sure you don't use the throttle with the TCA yoke. Yeah, correct. No. I see the cockpit lighting in the Indybuilds A320neo actually better than the Phoenix. There you go. Huh? I'm curious how big the X-Plane community is. I don't see anyone streaming it anymore except for X-Plane XP once in a while. It's definitely dwindled. I feel like the people that are using X-Plane are the people that have been using it for the last like 10 years, Will. I feel like if you transitioned over to X-Plane within the last like 3 to 5 years, you've probably left X-Plane for Microsoft Flight Sim. Or alternatively, you're like myself, you have both installed and you use both. I don't think there's a right or a wrong. Like I said, man, telling somebody to use what simulator, I just, it's like telling someone they have to buy this car or they're an idiot. Listen, man, there's how many different car brands, how many different car models. They all exist for a reason, because everybody has a different purpose. Some people need trucks, some people need minivans, some people need micro cars, some people need electric cars, somebody need other things, you know what I mean? So to tell somebody that they have to use Microsoft Flight Simulator or that they have to use X-Plane is silly. I think it's a personal preference. You use whatever you want. For a lot of X-Plane users, they've spent years and they've spent thousands of dollars. It's hard to just walk away from that. I get that. Trust me. That would be one of the most difficult things. If you're an X-Plane user and you've bought all of the Flight Factor product range, all of the TOLUS, all of the FlyJ Sim, all of the add-on airplanes, I mean, you're talking thousands of dollars. Would you just throw thousands of dollars away because a new shiny toy comes out in Microsoft Flight Sim? No, not necessarily. So I totally understand how both simulators could be used. And you're probably getting the best out of both worlds, to be honest with you, because there are some fantastic airplanes for X-Plane. Fantastic. The FlyJ Sim series, the 727, the Q400, the 737-200, I mean, TOLUS, their Airbus series, the 340, Flight Factor in the 7.5 and the 7.6. I mean, there's some hidden gems as well. So there's some crazy business jets, some of the Aerobasque business jets as well. There's a lot of good that is in X-Plane. It's just, I find it unfortunate that the developer / owner of X-Plane just refuses to kind of bring the simulator to the, to the 21st century. It just feels, at least in my opinion, I get into X-Plane and I just immediately feel like I'm just, it's like, I have to do this all over again. I gotta go here, I gotta do this, I gotta download 1,500 libraries, and then I gotta go mess around with my scenery INI file for 10 years just to get it working, and oh man. I gave up on Sims, back to paper airplanes. Great planes until you look out the window. Terrible visuals with X-Plane. I truly feel, and I feel like X-Plane is designed, now that we have like different options, multiple different options, I feel that since day one, X-Plane was kind of designed for that, for the real, the guy who holds a PPL, the guy that holds a commercial license. I feel that X-Plane, now that like I've seen the difference between like Microsoft and X-Plane and P3D and all those ones, I feel like X-Plane, you can kind of tell that it was developed almost with the sole purpose of being for somebody that holds a PPL or something like that. Because as I've mentioned, most people, when they get into a simulator, don't give a shit about what it looks like out the windows. They don't care about ortho, they don't care about clouds, they don't care about whether the airport scenery looks good. They don't care. Most people who are using who are trained pilots and using a flight simulator, that they don't care about that. They care about how the airplane flies, they care about the systems of the airplane, and that's about it. Those are the only things that they really care about, which makes sense. If you get to fly every single day and you're flying, you're seeing the beautiful world beneath, the clouds, the weather, everything, the good, the bad, the sunrise, the sunset, you're not going to go home to fly in your simulator and try and reenact that, right? Now, here's where I think X-Plane has lost the plot a little bit. I would argue that 95% of the flight sim community aren't real world pilots. You know what I mean? I would say that. I would say that they're not. A lot of us don't hold a license. Some of us may be working towards a license. Some of us may want to get a license, but a lot of us don't hold a license. So for us and somebody like myself, when I want to use a simulator, I want a combination of both. I want to be able to get into an airplane that operates like a real airplane should, i.e. a Phoenix, a PMDG, whatever, some of our favorite payware. But I also want to be able to look out the window and be kind of, you know, as I spoke about yesterday, amazed. Look at the clouds down here. Look at the ortho. You're flying over a city and you look down and you see a Walmart, you see a mall, you see a movie theater, you see actual houses and roads, and that is, to me, what's still absolutely mind-blowing. And that's where I think Microsoft really has kind of run away with the whole debate of what simulator, you know. In my opinion, it's not even close. Unless, like I said, unless you're that trained pilot and you're looking for something very specific, then X-Plane is probably going to be your way to go. At least right now, until Microsoft can maybe fix some of the ground physics and they can get away, they can add more detailed aircraft and stuff like that, you know. But anyways, this is just all my opinion, and please don't take it as anything other than that. If you prefer using X-Plane, I don't care, man. Congratulations, good for you. I'm happy. We're all here for the same reason. We're all here because we love flight simulation. It should not matter what simulator you use. And for somebody to get upset because they feel that somebody's, you know, because somebody uses Microsoft and another person uses X-Plane and they can't get along, because it's absolutely silly. We're fucking flying fake planes in a fake universe on a simulator in a game. You know, like, everybody just needs to get along, man. Like, who cares what simulator you use? We're literally here for the same reason. We love flight sim, we love airplanes, we love flying, we love real world aviation, whatever it may be, you know? I'm happy being a sim pilot only. That's what makes mistakes, and I land at 400 foot per minute. No one sues me. Exactly. You got it. Trained pilots definitely care about visuals, Cap. Not sure where you got that from. I mean, I don't know. Well, sure, maybe some people do, but I'm speaking of the majority, right? The majority of people. Sure, absolutely. There are some pilots, I'm sure, that prefer using Microsoft because of the visuals. But I'm saying most people, right? Most pilots. Let's say you're an airline pilot. I would say it's a very select few people. Airline pilots go and they fly all day long, and then they come home and they sit down in Microsoft Flight Simulator for the visuals. That's where I was more so getting at. I think it's completely different. Sure, you hold a PPL, you go flying a couple hours a month. Yeah, you probably still want to enjoy the visuals like Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm talking about like the real world pilots, the things that where I feel Microsoft or X-Plane is designed and specifically going after. Do you know what I mean? They're not. Most pilots don't come home from a day of flying all day, sit down, and then go fly Microsoft Flight Simulator or X-Plane. Let's be real. That's not what happens, right? Most go home to their families. They have other things that they like doing. They fly an airplane for their job. They're not coming home to fly Microsoft Flight Simulator. There are a few that do it, absolutely, sure, you know? Yeah. All of my AC friends don't do their level D sim training. They just run at nighttime in the sim. VFR flying is possible only thanks to Microsoft's the reason alone I picked up Microsoft. VFR training is 97% visual flying, so seeing real landmarks are critical for practicing. True, and I mean, one can argue the same thing for X-Plane will. X-Plane uses open maps or something like that. So it is possible in X-Plane as well, but X-Plane will only do roads. You have to basically judge your VFR flying by roads and stuff like that. But you are correct, like VFR flying, like seeing actual physical buildings and stuff like that, yeah, Microsoft is definitely going to be the way to go. And like I said, well, I was more so talking about airline pilots and real world pilots, right? Like you fly all day. That's what you do. You fly 60 hours a week or whatever, 60 hours a month, whatever it is. You're out flying for a good chunk of your month. I don't think you're coming home and you're firing up your computer and you're playing Microsoft Flight Sim. Do you know what I mean? That's just what I more so meant. I wasn't talking about like the PPL holders and stuff like that, because I'm sure you guys enjoyed this simulator as well. The visuals, like you said, VFR training and stuff like that. But I think most pilots that are using a sim for, you know, most real-world airline pilots are not coming home to use a simulator for enjoyment. They probably use it for training. They use it for redundancy. There's certain things, right? I don't think a lot of airline pilots are coming home to say, I'm going to go fly in Microsoft because I love the visuals. No, they get to do that every single day. They get to look out the window for real. They just get to tilt their head, and that's what they see in real life. They're not really too concerned. That's what I'm saying. And again, this is just my opinion. I'm just giving you what I think is, you know. And again, it really doesn't matter. You do whatever, you know. I don't think they do well. And anyways, that's an opinion, man. But there's a reason why, like, level D simulators. Have you ever seen what a level D simulator looks like? It looks like something from the 1990s, man. Because they're not there for that. The pilots aren't there for looking out the window as they're doing their training and looking at the window as they're doing their redundancy training. They don't. That's why these level D simulators. That's why all these training simulators that you see at flight schools and stuff like that. They're not, right? It's not. They're not. They could be running Microsoft Flight Sim, but they're not, for obvious reasons, because they don't give a shit. They don't care what it looks like outside. You know what I mean? 12837. Good. We'll bug that up. 128375. That's Orlando approach. Arrivals. What has he got us on here? Information Mike, Windsor 360 at 11. Okay, that's good. Simultaneous approaches in use. ILS approach runway 35 right and 36 right. Good. Closed 18 right and 36 left. All right, beautiful. So we've got info Mike. Orlando approach, good afternoon. JetBlue 240 information Mike 12000. We're descending on the rides too.
JetBlue 240, hello, Orlando approach. Good afternoon, thank you for Mike. Squawk 7442.
7442. 7442. You'll see us in a second. Beautiful. X-Plane for physics and Microsoft for graphics. Again, you're never going to be able to get the whole physics thing.
And 240, thanks. Radar contact 35 miles to the southeast.
I don't know, man.
International Airport. Continue descending via the arrival. Expect the ILS 35 right approach from Hannah.
Oh, continue the descent on the rides too, and we'll expect the 35 right approach from Hannah. JetBlue 240. Yeah, listen, and I feel like that's a whole other thing, physics and this. You can make both simulators fly the exact same if you wanted to. Microsoft needs a little bit more tweaking when it comes to the controls, and yes, I will say that the ground control, the ground friction definitely needs improvement in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I don't think that any simulator really is going to truly give you that feeling of flight or whatever it may be. So the whole physics debate, I think, is kind of silly in my opinion. You're never going to get realistic physics in a simulator. In a video game, you're going to get simulated physics, and sure, one may simulate the physics certain ways a little bit better, but yeah.
And JetBlue 5832 traffic departing the parallel runway prior to arrival to Delta 737 should be no factor.
FS 2024 will surely lay the Microsoft physics are bad. The rest plan on doing a ton of physics updates, including grounds. We'll see, mate. We'll have to see, you know. We will have to see. I mean, V1 is also a streamer. He kind of has to care about the visuals. Well, exactly. And, you know, V1 is a real-world pilot, and I think he'll be the first one to tell you that, you know, if I think if V1 wasn't streaming, I'm sure that probably, I don't know what simulator would use. I don't know if they have access. That's something actually I'd love to ask him. Do they have access to like different simulators? Are they, you know, or is that strictly from like CAE or from Boeing or from Airbus? I'd be super curious to see if like he's allowed to have, or I don't, maybe some of you in chat know, are they allowed to have like a more professional or like I don't even know what it would be called.
At Hannah, clear for the ILS runway 35 right approach.
At Hannah, cleared ILS 35 right approach. JetBlue 240, thanks. V1 only flies X-Wing because of the TOLUS. Other than that, he prefers the visuals of Microsoft. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, again, I don't think how you could, like, how do you not look out the window right now without doing any ortho or anything? This is the view that we're getting out of our window right now. I mean, this is the base simulator. This is the base game. It's, you know, usually P3D for training. Got you. Okay. I wonder if that's just because it's been out for so long that there's modules available, Flight Sim Life. Is that why? There's just curated modules for them and stuff like that? Or do they just use like the FS Labs? You know?
Up to 16,000 Delta 962.
United 800, set maintain 3,000.
3,000, United 800.
P3D is used for some training, but usually only the visual engine. Yeah, they have an external flight model, like they'll run ProSim or something like that. Yeah. Alright, so at Hannah, we've been cleared for the approach. So we know that we need to descend to Sólríkt at 4,000. So we're going to bug up 4,000. We'll put that back into managed mode once again. We'll turn on our landing system as well. We're 21 miles out. We've got an altitude constraint at Hannah for 6,000, and then the aircraft should keep its descent going. I'm going to bug up my speed of 210 knots. I think that was our speed.
And JetBlue 5832, welcome to Orlando. Where are you parking?
Go down all the way.
210 at Hannah, yeah. 6,210. Cool, we'll go flaps 1.
Taxi South Terminal via Juliet.
Beautiful, and I believe that this scenery has the new terminal, chat. As I mentioned, we are... JetBlue parks all the way at the new terminal down here, all the way to the south. So the south terminal. So we're going to be vacating most likely onto Juliet. I would assume that's where we're going to be vacating, and then we'll have to quite a long taxi. Probably Juliet, Lima, Kilo, Golf, Echo, or Foxtrot, and all the way down to Charlie. It's going to be some crazy taxi instructions, but we're parking all the way down here into the south terminal. We'll see how that goes. See how she goes. There's not an airline in the US that uses P3D or X-Wing or ProSim. Every sim runs its own proprietary software that looks like FS9 with one-to-one airport details. The man himself. Thank you, V1. Appreciate you, man. That's, see, there you go. So, my other question, V1, is do you, as an airline pilot, as a captain, do you have access to any of those programs for your house? Let's say you wanted to build something. Are you able to get those proprietary systems and build a simulator in your house? Or are you, like us, you only have access to that for training or for whatever purposes? Or do you have access? Can you build a simulator that uses all of those programs? That would be interesting. Because that I don't know. Like, that's where I'm... Are you stuck to using ProSim or FSX or X-Plane or Microsoft P3D? Look captured. We'll arm our approach as well. Glide slope star, Loc star captured. Beautiful. Nice continuous descent down into here. GTA 6 trailer is 19 hours away. When is it releasing? Oh yeah, 9 a.m.
240, maintain 180 or greater until 5 if able.
180 or greater till 5, no problem. JetBlue 240. 180 till 5. Nice. Afternoon cap, yep. JetBlue Terminal C, yes. Terminal C. No, the software is tightly restricted to the company that runs the programs. Now, having friends in the training department, I can request to go sit in the sim sessions, but nothing to take home. Got you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That solves a lot of information right there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So you're stuck to, for your training or whatever, X-Plane, Microsoft, P3D, whatever you feel. Now, how different do those? Well, we can get it. That's a whole different story. I'm sure they feel very different. What a better question is how do the training sims, like the full motion level D training sims, compare to the real life? Are they close, or is that still even off? And it's more for just redundancy training and stuff like that? Or is the actual flight model pretty similar to the CAE? I've had some Boeing friends, and he was saying that the real airplane flies quite different than than when you're at the simulator. The real airplane, obviously, it, a lot more, he was saying he has a lot more control of the real airplane than when he's flying in the simulators. I'm wondering if that's the same when it comes to the Airbus stuff. Cool nonetheless though, man. Thanks for your input. Appreciate it, man. Okay, bad pilot. We didn't have those on. We'll turn those on. Good. He wants us 180 till 5. 35 right, clear to land. JetBlue 240. Thanks. All right, let's go. Gear down. Speed our discretion. Thanks. All right, bring our speed back now to 170. There we go. Looking good.
Right turn heading 330.
All the lights are on. I'm going to go full manage
I
mode.
hope we have this much of a discussion about ramen or cuts of beef on the return trip. We all know that creamy peanut butter is the best.
No, don't even start. Crunchy peanut butter, man. Hey, V1, are you a crunchy peanut butter guy or a smooth peanut butter guy? This is a debate we have here on the channel. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter? This is going to settle the debate for real. Close but still significantly off. The sim is really for procedure training and getting an idea of how the real airplane flies. Got you. That makes sense. So it's very similar to the Boeings that I have. One of my buddies just went in his captain training, and he was saying that the real airplane flies quite different. My first recurrent in the new Embraer 190 sim, I tail struck on the first rotation because it was so twitchy. Smooth peanut butter for the win. Oh no, he's a smooth peanut butter guy. Chat, what are we gonna do, chat? My airplane, 1,000 feet. Enjoy the arrival, friends.
It'll actually be a right turn all the way to heading 030.
That is some nasty crosswind right now, chat. 18 knots. Beach.
Okay, right turn 030 to 9800.
Now it's down to 9 knots, 10 knots. A little bit better now. Oh, it's gusting. Pretty nasty. I should have made you get some crunchy peanut butter when we were in California, Flyboy.
United 800.
Small lurker. Oh, my balloon.
300.
That wind is destroying me right now.
300. 100 above.
It's got me all over the place, chat.
200.
Minimum.
Continue. We'll call that stable, even though we're not really stable.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5. 5.
Sit her down, thank you. Reversers, kind of maintain center line, not bad. Nose down gently, decelerating. Holy shit. I haven't had to work that hard for landing in a while. 60 knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Orlando. That was spicy. Wow. That was gnarly. Not the best, not the worst. Legal landing, that's all that matters in the touchdown zone. But holy.
JetBlue 240, welcome to Orlando. If you can make it, make a left turn on November there, and taxi by November, Foxtrot, hold short 35 left.
All right, we'll make our left onto November, Foxtrot, and we'll hold short 35 left. JetBlue 240. Yeah, that was almost out of the touchdown zone. Now, I mean, to be fair, I kept getting ballooned up. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Kept pushing the nose and the nose. I think it was just the way the winds were switching like that. So, yeah. Better than any of my Orlando landings yesterday, that's for sure. Okay, so it's not just in this simulator. This airport is crazy, man. I remember when I flew WestJet into Orlando. Ask Dan. Dan and I were on that, and it was crazy, man. That was it was so sporty coming down in, and then they just absolutely smack it into that runway, man. I don't blame them. Now I understand why. I mean, that was a little bit dangerous. I think we floated it a little bit more than what we wanted to do, but I was trying to get that rudder correction, and I'm still getting used to the rudder correction when it comes to the Airbus. I feel like I'm getting a lot better, that's for sure. I'm not kind of all over landing on half left of the runway and stuff, so my rudder correction and crosswinds is getting better. It still definitely needs a lot of work. Like, go watch, if you want to see somebody land properly, go watch a V1 stream where there's some crosswind. This guy nails the center line every single time. It's difficult to do, honestly, it really is. Would have been a go-around, I think. I mean, we're still in the touchdown zone. We were close, for sure, serious. I don't think it would have warranted a go-around. We were close. We didn't balloon the airplane. It's not like we came down and then back up. If we had ballooned, for sure, I'm shoving a go-around there. Just a little bit of a heavy flare, and it kind of just floated it out a little bit because of the winds, but I don't think it was a go-around. If we floated out of the touchdown zone, absolutely, we're going around, but yeah. Still in the touchdown zone. Definitely did not require a go-around. See, there you go. And that's from a real-world Airbus captain, so I'm going to take what he says. He says no go-around needed. Again, floating out of the touchdown zone, of course, yes. Absolutely, we're going around on that one, but no, made the touchdown zone. Landing lights off, strobe lights off, wing lights off, flaps are clean, ground spoilers are clean, so we're a little bit late on that, we were chatting. And there you go, and our flight time today was 56 minutes and 2 seconds. I think we're a little bit early, a couple minutes early as well. And we'll get our nose light to taxi. Good.
That'll be 86753.
You're barely on center line during calm winds. I mean, that was a workout, man. Like I said, I don't think I've had to work that hard for a landing in quite a while. Quite a while. It was a spicy one. Love the positive love between two great content creators in the flight sim community. Hey, man, I always say it, dude. These guys, invaluable information. That's the right word, right? Invaluable information. When you have somebody like V1 that is trained on multiple aircraft, a captain on the Airbus, and he still dedicates time to stream to us and hang out with us and chat, how do you not have respect for somebody like that, man? I mean, the guy is literally giving us his time, his knowledge. I don't want to know how many thousands of dollars he's paid to get that knowledge, right? And for some like myself, who's never going to fly an Airbus in real life, to be able to speak to somebody who does it for real and gain, like I said, invaluable information. It's you know, we can't thank these guys enough, man. V1, Flight Deck to Sim, there's so many that I'm probably not naming, but the fact that these guys, you know, do this stuff for free, it's incredible, man. Huge respect to V1 and all those guys that do that, man. Huge respect to these guys. And I always say it, if you haven't done it already, go over to V1's channel, smash that subscribe button. Trust me, you will learn something. Here's my problem with this scenery, by the way, chat, is these bridges are awful. Pardon my French. Yeah. This is where, if I'm paying $30 for scenery, I need bridges like Fly Tampa. This is just not acceptable as far as like bridges go. It's not very good, chat. I don't know if he gave me instructions. I don't think so. I think we're supposed to hold up short up here. 320 Sim Pilot. Yeah, there's another one. Who's the other guy? Emmanuel. He's on the PMDG.
And JetBlue 240 cross runway 35 left off Foxtrot. That should be a Foxtrot Echo 1 to the south terminal. Talk to you in a moment.
All right, we'll cross 35 left on Foxtrot Echo 1 to the south terminal. Thanks for ATC, man. Appreciate it. JetBlue 240.
United 800, turn left.
Right, he wants us to go continue Echo and then Echo 1 into the ramp. We're good. We're cleared to cross the runway, so all is good here. 737 NG driver, yes, thank you. I think he changed his name. Isn't it like A330? Isn't he flying an A330 now or something as well?
Hello, Orlando approach, squawk 2331.
We've got our strobes on just for crossing the runway. Cap, what is the tips pop-up you get on landing? Is that an add-on? It's called landing rate monitor. You can put exclamation point LRM. LRM. That will be the handy one. It's a little bit of a long taxi into the gate, chat, but don't worry. Obviously looking at the... You can see our next, we're departing on a 36 right, so our next...
800 is heading 185, please, 185.
The taxi out of here isn't going to be too bad at all. And again, look at the bridges. This is my big complaint with this scenery, like I mentioned. It's nice scenery. It's better than default for sure, but if you're going to charge 30-something USD, or what's the price on this, 27, 26 USD or something? Way too much to have the bridges modeled like this. Like the textures like glitch through them, and there's like a
runway
speed bump.
35 left, bomb is 2021, thanks.
JetBlue 2131, continue descending VD
Let's
arrival.
find Bahamas.
Vectors
Bahamas Air.
35 right approach.
Time to southwest, taxi down 35 left for departure to Midway. Drop me off at Disney? I mean, at this rate, we'll make it to Disney. James, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Reconnecting the USB solves, but any idea what the issue is? What's that?
Heading 185 and maintain 3000. I'm showing.
Oh, you're speaking to somebody else, sorry.
Still going southeast down.
See, they need to figure out these bridges. We need an update for these bridges. Hopefully they're working on one. I know that making bridges, I've spoken to a few developers, and making bridges is pretty difficult in the sim, but I don't know. I feel like that's borderline. I really think that's acceptable in my opinion. XY12 was raising the price to $80 at the end of the year. It says on Steam. Yes, correct. They've already mentioned that as well. I don't know how that's going to help explain in this case, but I don't know. In addition to being a cost index 100 guy, I'm also a Southwest taxi kind of guy. 35 knots. I usually like to keep it around 20 knots is usually what I'm aiming for on the taxi. Obviously you got to slow it down when you're making your turns and stuff, but I usually aim for about 20 knots.
420, Roger. It's your type of aircraft as well. I didn't have a flight plan on file for it.
Do you have any idea why the Horizon Sim 7.8 EFB doesn't turn on? Do you have any other 787 mod running? Do you have like the Heavy Division or any of the other mods running? That could cause some issues. Imagine driving on the highway and seeing a 380. Do any 380s land in Orlando? I don't know. I don't, because there's so many different air sides here, I feel like it's a little bit difficult to kind of remember exactly, or I didn't really see any, you know. Do you use SimBrief for flight planning? I do. King Bob, yeah, I do. You don't think it's big enough for that? Gotcha. Okay. What is your opinion on the GTA 6 upcoming trailer? I'm excited for it, but I mean, I feel like the game's probably still not coming out for another year or two, to be honest. Alright, this should be Echo 1, which it is, so we'll make our left turn. Slow down for the passengers. And the new terminal should be modeled in this scenery, which it looks like it is, so we're good. Taxi almost as long as the flight. Feel like we're at Amsterdam. This is the Schiphol of North America. We just landed on 18, what is it, 18 right? We just landed on 18 right, and there we go. It would be the biggest troll from Rockstar if it isn't GTA 6. Yeah, I don't know. Emirates flies a 380 into here. I've seen a Lufthansa 380 over the bridge in Leipzig. That was crazy. Yes. Yeah. We went and did some plane spotting in LAX when we were there for World Flight. And it was pretty crazy, man, to see the 380 so up close and fly by. Same as the 747, just incredible. Terminal C can cater to them now. Ah, there you go. Pilot Peely, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Has been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. I don't know what any of these gates are modeled. I don't even know if they're here. Let's try and go GSX. The C gates? I don't think these are correct at all. I'm not getting any of those ones. Alright, nose light coming off. APU bleed is on. Got ourselves into one of these stands over here. I don't know where the real aircraft parked. I don't think it shows me. Does it show me? I know it's one of these gates, but I don't think it actually shows me which gate. Oh, it does. They went to the first one on the left. All the way to the left. I think we should be this way. They went to this gate right here.
Thanks. Climb maintain 14,000.
This is where the real flight went, chat.
2021.
We can be professionals.
2131. Descend maintain 3000.
Descend maintain 3000. JetBlue 2131.
Charlie 230. I don't know if I can get that in here. GSX gates 230. No. Oh, maybe it will be. Huh, there we go. Okay, we did find it. And we have the VDGS in front of us. Virtual docking guidance system. This is a weird one. Test? No, don't test. I need guidance systems. Okay, good. Park brakes on. Upstairs, EPU's on, bleed's on, engine number 2 is off, engine number 1 is off, red beacon light is off, seatbelt sign is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Orlando. Operate the jet bridge, turn the sounds down, jump outside, get a nice view. There we have it. Our first flight of the day. God, that livery looks good. It's a dirty livery too. I didn't realize how good this livery looks. I like this one. Blue better believe it. Blue Games needs to fly this one as well. Request deboarding. And there we have it, my friends. First flight in the books. We are doing the return flight. So if you don't have much to do, you're still hanging out. We are doing the return flight today. Deboarding has been requested. Beautiful. We'll get some tunes bumping here. That's too loud. My apologize. My apologies. Apologize. Let's get ready for the return flight, shall we? We're going MCO to Nassau. And it's going to be a quick little, new flight. New flight, JetBlue.
JetBlue 420, the wind's 300 at 11, runway 35 right, clear line. Clear lane, 35 right, JetBlue 420.
JetBlue 420. Good. We've got 166 passengers for the return flight, chat. 166. Would be really recommended for South Africa, also Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and Microsoft. Great Siri available for Bing coverage is great, even if it isn't your time. SAA started ops again. Okay, cool. Look at that pro parking job. We'll thank the guidance system. The virtual guidance. Imagine building such a massive airplane and it gets its own wake turbulence category. This is pretty crazy, yeah. Breaking news, X-Gambience Pro got released today, an absolute miracle. You know what's crazy, Fuber? It released for X-Plane 11. How hilarious is that? It didn't even release for X-Plane 12. These guys, man. I swear, dude, this guy is the biggest knucklehead I've ever met in my life. I swear. This guy is special, man. Special. Releases for X-Plane... Releases for X-Plane, I just noticed I hit that. Releases for X-Plane 11 a year after X-Plane 12 has been out. Oh man, one cannot write this, dude. Like this is just a storybook ending that just writes itself. Igor and HST simulations. My goodness me, what a special person, man. Special person. Alright, live information should be updated up top. Wonderful. About to push out. Nice. Cool, dude. 20 USD. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I don't know. X-Plane 12 doesn't need X-Ambience Pro. Didn't you get the memo? Yeah, exactly. Yep. You finally got GSX Pro. Nice, man. Sweet.
31, are you okay with a bit of a shorter file, or do you want like a 10-mile file up to you?
Have you ever experienced problems with the jetway, like the part of the jetways aren't connected to each other? I can't fix it. Depends on the airport. Sometimes I get some issues. Now that I'm using GSX and I usually download the profile for GSX, I don't really have too many issues with it, to be honest. Yeah. What's up, Cap? Good to see you, man. Was, good to see you as well, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, man. Are you still using a 1080p screen? I am. Yeah. I'm building a new PC in February, March, somewhere around there. Those 2 months, I'm going to get a new PC built. And I'll probably move up to 1440p when that happens. Now, my capture card should take 1440p. I think my internet is good enough to also upload 1440p, so we'll see. I may start streaming in 1440p for you guys as well come the new year. So maybe some big changes around here, but definitely building out a new PC February, March, sometime in there. We're going balls to the wall. It's going to be the best. I don't think I'm going to get a 4090, but probably a 4080, and then maybe we'll save up for a 5090 when that releases. But yeah, what he means is Dan is coming. No, honestly, Les, I'll probably just get Memory Express or Canada Computers to build it out, man. It's probably just easier that way. I'll obviously use you and Dan for... You'll probably have to come over less when it's built, and we'll probably have to do some more audio configuring and stuff. I'm assuming we'll have to do some audio configuring. But yeah. That is the plan. Cool. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get things ready for our return flight to Nassau. We're going to go to GSX. We're going to restart the Kutau script. Good. Let's come over here. We're going to go to our electronic flight bag. We're going to import our next flight. Party at the Canada pad. There we go. MCO back over to Nassau. Beautiful. We've got 30-minute on the turn. Should be good. 58-minute return flight as well. Time. So basically the same as the way here. Let's go to our mass and balance tab. Let's go ahead and see. We have 166 passengers, 500 kilograms of cargo, 6,100 kilograms of fuel. We'll load aircraft. We'll go instant. We'll go to GSX. We are going to board the aircraft through GSX. So we'll sim brief OK. There we go. It knows we have 161 passengers. We're going to request boarding. Beautiful. Cool. Let's come down here. We'll go to our NITREF. We'll go ahead and punch in some numbers. Call sign for the return trip, JetBlue 241. We'll throw that into there. MCO back to Nassau. Alternate is Miami again. Beautiful. Looking good. Go to our NIT-B page. We'll plug in some numbers. 59.931.1. 59.9/31.1. Go ahead and bug that up. Good. Block fuel for our flight. We'll call that 6.1 by the time we push out of here. Should be good. Beautiful. Cool. They should be doing the boarding process, which they are now. Good. Make sure that it's saying that doors aren't open. Is the door open? The doors are open. Okay, there we go. Boarding has begun. Cool. I'm going to be that guy. What camera settings do you use to move so smoothly? Camera settings? They're just regular views, man. I have them. So I have... You can set your own views, obviously, right? And I just have them set to my numpad. So yeah. Not that I wouldn't mind coming out to help set it up, but that's totally optional for me to be there. Yeah. If you want to come out, Dan, you know that you're more than welcome to come out and spend the weekend if you want. Cool. All of that looks good. Everything's set there. Let's go to our flight plan. Let's grab our let's grab the let's grab the ATIS, and then what we'll do is we'll ATIS information Bravo for departing. It's gonna be Bravo, and we're on the Danny. Oh, we just got our ACARS. Nice, beautiful, cool. We don't even need to contact him. Wonderful. So MCO, we're gonna plan for 36 right on our departure. Good. We're going to be on the Danny 3 departure. I'm just going to confirm that it is what we are cleared on. Cleared Danny 3 departure, JIPod. Good, cool. So Danny 3, then we're going to go with JIPod transition, and we'll insert that. Wonderful. And then we're going to go to arrivals. We're going to plan for the ILS runway 14, no star, and the approach via today. If we have a look at our flight plan, let's go to flights, unload, import, sim brief, U, and let's go to... here we can see that our last waypoint is going to be Curie, which we probably want Melon, but that's fine. Let's see what we can do here. So if we go to MYNN, we're going to go to ILS runway 14. You can see we can take it via Curie, but I think what we'll do is we'll take it via Melon. That'll just make things a lot easier. Where's Melon? There's Melon as my option. I'll insert that. Good. Cool. So now if I come down here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove Curie. As long as it's... Okay, it doesn't put that in there. Okay, good. So it should be... Okay. Burbo, Beirut, Hank, and then Melon. So... Yeah. There we go. Burbo, Beirut, Hank, Melon, and then from Melon, we're going to jump on the arrival down like that. Just easier instead of making that weird turn down and in. Just take it in from Melon. Cool. Sweet. All of that is done. Wonderful. Looks good. No crazy discontinuities either. So I'm happy with that. We're all set. We're all good there. And then we have our alternate into Miami if we need to. No problemo. Wonderful. Go back to our NitRef tab. We're going to go the cost index initially of 5, and we're going up to 330, 33,000 feet for this leg. Plug that in. Good. Should be on the greens now. Good. We'll go to performance. We'll grab some performance numbers from our performance calculator. We are departing on 3-6 right. Surface conditions are dry. We're doing a flaps 1. Force toga no, anti-ice off, packs on, sync our load sheet, sync the live weather, and we'll calculate our V-speeds. 52, 52, 53. 152, 152, 153. Good. And our flaps and flex 1/down 0.2 and 64. 1/down 0.2 and 64 on the flex. Beautiful. Cool. Everything's done there. These guys are boarding the aircraft back up. We'll hang outside, get some beautiful visuals here, and hang out and chat. I think I asked you this before, but how much space do you recommend someone get for Microsoft? Add-ons, everything total. I would say 2 to 4 terabytes would be ideally enough. 4 terabytes if you can afford it. I feel like 2 terabytes would probably be the minimum, especially if you plan on adding airplanes, resources, scenery. It adds up pretty quickly, man. I bought a 1 terabyte drive. Is the EPU still on? Yes. Yeah, I don't know why it does that automatically. We can remove it. I don't know why it does that. The Phoenix is weird. Every time you pull up to a gate and you put the park brake on, the GPU comes on. I don't know why. We are still on APU, yes, because it is a quick turnaround. Yeah, what I ended up doing is Microsoft is installed on a 1 terabyte M.2, and then I went and I bought a 4 terabyte SSD when it was on sale last year, and I installed a 4 terabyte SSD. So what I do is the simulator is installed on the M.2, and then my community folder and almost everything in my community folder is hard linked to my 4 terabyte SSD. So I store like all of like my installs and stuff like that go on the 4 terabyte SSD, and then they're link shelled over to my community folder. So when the simulator looks for something, it pulls it from the SSD and then goes there. So if you want to keep everything on one drive, I would say go with a 4 terabyte SSD. That would be probably the most ideal situation. If you're like me and you don't mind having things on separate hard drives, then I would say go with a 2 terabyte for the simulator, and then once that gets full, you can kind of put things over to a different drive or worry about that when that happens, you know? Flyboy, take care, man. Have yourself a wonderful afternoon and evening, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out today. Appreciate it, mate. I was working, so I muted. I don't know if the question was answered, but your sim looks so realistic than all the other streamers. What's the magic? Capture card. If I'm being honest with you, Critique, it's the capture card, man. Being able to send all of the audio and video to a second PC with a dedicated 4K capture card has really, I think, done a huge difference for the simulator and the visual aspects of the simulator. It keeps all the textures. It basically makes it so it doesn't have to compress so much, right? When you're running everything off the same PC, not only does your simulator, the PC has to run the simulator and all the visuals, but then it has to take all of that, compress it, send it through OBS, and then upload it to the internet, right? So what you're creating a little bit of like a, I wouldn't say a bottleneck, but what you're doing is you're losing quite a bit of visual aspects by streaming off of a single PC. I think the best thing I did for my setup was though it was a pain in the ass. Thank you to Les and thank you to Dan for helping me, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without them. But yeah, I think the best thing that I did for this channel was move to a double PC setup, dual PC stream with a dedicated capture card. I think that's been a huge one. Yeah. Just so I understand, is anyone with the green name invited to stay the weekend? Yes. I don't know if I have enough room. You guys are going to be fighting. I do have a spare, like there's a king-size bed in my spare bedroom, so yeah. Will you be doing JetBlue 321 ops when it comes out? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely will be. Yeah. Microsoft scenery files are huge. Might change for 2024. They're not that big, Johan. If you want to see huge, go look at like an X-Plane scenery or a P3D scenery, man. On multiple occasions, when I've extracted the scenery, it has been over 10 gigabytes on X-Plane, because they have to do all the mesh and all the terrain in like ortho and stuff like that. Scenery files are huge in X-Plane, man. I like chunky peanut butter. Hey, nice. Me too. So do I. A farm party. Oh, everybody out to the farm? We'll just pitch a bunch of tents. Kind of cold for that. Maybe we should wait for like springtime or summertime. Then you guys can all just pitch tents in the field. Get it? It just says farm party. It would be fun. Yeah. I get the bed and the spare. Jesus. King, how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope the Phoenix A321 launches around Christmas week. I hope so, man. I hope they get this out before the end of the month as well. We'll have to wait and see, but one can only hope, my friend. Yeah. A Captain Canada homeless encampment. See, there you go. It'll probably be in the new year. I don't know. I don't like to speculate. I really don't know. I'm kind of surprised that it's taken them this long. I'm kind of really surprised it's taken them this long, but hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Alrighty. They have got all the baggage on board. We're just waiting for the passengers now. All this pitching a tent talk is a little bit concerning. Yeah, I was waiting for a C2A donation to come in with the exact same, Greg. I was about to say, what you guys do in your own tents is that's your own prerogative. I guess we could all just become developers ourselves. You could, yeah. Teach yourself how to run the SDK. Teach yourself how to run the Microsoft Flight Sim SDK and start making us some scenery and some airplanes, chat. Let's do it. Ken, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. We've got 51 passengers left to board, chat. 51 passengers. Is it hard to move all of your files to a new SSD? I mean, no, it's just more time consuming, Abdul, more than anything, depending on like if you're going from a like a regular hard drive to an SSD, it can take a while. If you're going SSD to SSD, it's pretty quick. Also depends on how many files you have, right? Like if you're talking like, you know, a terabyte, yeah, you'll probably be there for a little bit, but yeah. Alan, how are you, my friend? All the way from Orlando. Good to see you, mate. I can make shadow puppets in our tents. Jesus. You are a scenery developer? There you go. Next, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, man. Does JetBlue still name all of their airplanes the way that they do this one? Curious if they do. I think they do. All right, we're almost boarded here, chat. 30 more passengers left to go. You can see them actually boarding the aircraft right through here. You can see all of our information through here as well. It says that we're boarding. Got 15 minutes till pushback. JetBlue 241 out at 1910. Yeah, 15 minutes. 16 minutes, to be honest with you. Have you ever flown into Kelowna in the sim? It's pretty intense visual. I have, yeah, absolutely, man. We actually flew not too long ago, Big S. We flew, we were over in X-Plane, but I have wonderful ortho in X-Plane. Yeah, we flew the Q400, some WestJet ops. What's the cart today? Ooh, it's a new one. Triple burger. So it's GMO crossed with Donny burger. Very interesting flavor, Jordan. Very interesting. Like, do you remember going down into your grandparents' cellar of like a 1950s house? How it has that like certain smell? That's what this tastes like. I know that sounds really weird, but for the people that know, they will know. It is like dank, dingy, dirty. It's very... I feel like it's an acquired taste. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't like this. Hybrid will. That musty smell, it's exactly it. It smells like an old basement of like a 1900s house. You had a burger yesterday? RTX Super Series are coming back, Cap. Are they really? Nice. Well, maybe I'll pick up a 4080 Super then. Mothballs. Oh, I hate mothballs. It's very, like I said, I feel like it's a unique flavor. I like it. I like it a lot. It's very different. It's very different than like the terpenes that I'm used to. Plastic covered couches. Now we're going back. Now we're going back. All right. Push is on us. We're going to be climbing on the Danny 3. Top altitude of the Danny 3 is 7,000 feet. So we're going to bug up 7,000. I believe that these are the last few passengers boarding the aircraft. I think he's the last person, chat. That is the last person boarding the aircraft, so we're going to go upstairs. We've got everything else on. Everything looks good up here. Sweet. We should be looking good for push and start momentarily. As long as there's a big bonfire pit and stock tank full of ice for our beverages. Of course. No problem with that, man. No problem with that at all. We do have a nice fire pit. It's not the biggest fire pit, but I've had some pretty big... I've done like 5 or 6 pallets at once. He kept, when I get the bridge disconnect, I want to look at the wheels to see how the wheels do it. Wait, what? So when we hit the disconnect, you want to see how the wheels are disconnecting here? They should come down and then go back, because right now it looks like there's like a plate on the ground. All right, boarding has been complete. Beautiful. We'll go to GSX. We'll go prepare for pushback and departure. Good. I think that's what you want to see. The wheels should come down. Oh. Weird. The wheels are just spinning in motion. I don't think they're supposed to do that, but, you know. Sure. We'll say sure. That's what they're supposed to do. Do you use Phoenix to GSX? I don't. No. I still just use the GSX menu. Love the plastic couch covers. Didn't want to stain the yellow flower patterns, of course. 30 bones, baby, 30 bones. Something's wrong with that. Yeah, I don't think that's how it's supposed to look. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a big update that comes from I think if this developer wants to continue selling products and charge a premium for them, I feel like there's probably going to need to be some updates. You only paid $17.99, so you're smart. Did you own a previous product by them, though, BombTech? Before I push from the right seat, I sent a crew member over to you for a bag of milk. Nice. Bagged milk. I feel like bagged milk is starting to get a little bit I feel like every time I go to the grocery store now, I see more and more cartons of milk. Less and less bagged milk. There's still, I feel like there's always going to be bagged milk, but... Alright, our preliminary load sheet. And that message, good. And then we should have our finalized load sheet. 166 plus 6. Cool. Nose left facing north on inner taxi line. Sure, we'll go there.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, park brake released.
Commencing push.
Sure nobody's behind
All
us.
engines clear.
Good.
Start at will.
Engine mode selected to the start position, and we need to get our new squawk in. Good. Cool. Let's fire up engine number 2. Enjoy, friends. Kept, you ever get the refreshed X-Craft E-Series? I finally got the E190 and I'm a little bit disappointed in the system depth. I mean, I've always kind of been disappointed, if I'm being honest with you, Alan. I did not get the refreshed version, no. But yeah, all of those E-Series ones, the one that SSG did, the one that X-Craft did, modeling's good, texturing's good, the system depth was definitely lackluster. I can agree with you on that one, yes. How can I make my clouds look better because Microsoft default ones look bad? I don't know if I've ever heard somebody say that. Maybe turn the clouds to Ultra? I run my clouds at Ultra. I really don't have any issues with them. I think they look great. Yeah, GSX takes a little bit to get used to, Bomb Tech. There's a certain way that you have to do things in order for it to work properly. Yeah, there's certain things that need to be done. Alright, good start on engine number 1. Good start on engine number 2. Let's spool engine number 1. Are you going to test Sim Update 14 tomorrow? Is that when it's supposed to come out? Is tomorrow, Davis? What are some of the main things that we should be looking out for? Try Phoenix to GSX, it works like magic. Okay, let's check. What does that do? That just syncs up like the tablet, right? Like the tablet with all that stuff? What are some of the main features of the release tomorrow? I don't even know. Hi, my girlfriend asks, what does it take to be a good flight simmer? I said just be yourself and have fun. Any other advice? Exactly that. Be yourself and have fun and hope that people join your chat and that they also want to have fun and enjoy. That's it. Yeah. Ooh, the new sky colors. Yes, that's right. The whole new sky colors, the atmospheric. Yeah, okay, that's going to be a good one. That'll be interesting. Why don't we do a flight to the North Pole? We will. We do one every single year. We're still 3 weeks away from Christmas, so we don't need to go up now. We do a flight every year. I love the people that come in and just assume. Guys, man, this whole the YouTube culture, man, just assume. Hey, I've never seen this guy do this, therefore he's never done it. We do it every single year. We fly up to Rovaniemi, not to the North Pole, but we fly up to Rovaniemi, which is close enough to the North Pole. Yes, we do our Christmas special to Rovaniemi every single year. Every single year. APU's off, APU bleed is off. Good. Seatbelt sign should have been on. Beacon is on as well. Everything's good upstairs. We'll go flaps 1 departure. Good. Let's come down here. Let's go to trim value of down 0.2. Down 0.2 is set there. Beautiful. And predictive wind shear system is already on. Auto brake over to max RTO. And we'll arm our ground spoilers and engine mode selector back to the normal position. Beautiful.
Left is clear.
They
Right
fix some
is
live
clear.
weather stuff too. Interesting, cool. If I sent you a DM of the changelog, would you want to show it at cruise? Sure. Sure. Taxi chicken checklist complete. Good Danbury, man. Never gonna let him live that one down. Alright, she's giving us a thumbs up. Gear pin in hand. She's looking good. Cool. And we're going to go back here. We are short of, we'll call it short of Echo 1. We have ATIS information Bravo. Alright. Is it still having this issue? It is, look. It still says it's connected. That's super weird. Huh. That's super, super weird. And all of a sudden it just releases us. Very weird. I've never had that bug before. Now I'm getting that bug. Somebody was also mentioning he's been getting it recently. I wonder if it's a new GSX bug or something. I feel like it has to be. Line approach JetBlue 241 info Bravo short of Echo 1 ready taxi 36 right.
JetBlue 241, Orlando departure, roger. Information Charlie's now current, no major change, wind 30012, altimeter 2998, runway 36 right to taxi via Bravo 9 Charlie.
Bravo 9 Charlie, and we'll pick up Charlie as well, JetBlue 241, thanks. All right, Bravo 9 and Charlie, so it's going to be out this way, beautiful. I don't feel as bad about GSX now. It was crazy stuff with y'all too. Yeah, I don't know why it's never ever done that. This is the first time it's done that to me. So I don't know if it was something that I did weird this morning. Maybe stopping the pushback really caused it to do weird stuff. I don't know. Usually I just let it do its thing, but I didn't want it to push us back into the terminal earlier. All right, leaving the ramp. Taxi light can come on. Beautiful. Erin, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. And they want us out onto Charlie. Is that all the way down? No, that's here. All right, I guess right here. Probably where we're going to take it. New SR-22, they snuck into Sim Update 14 is so good, way better than any default aircraft that has any business being a Sobo, hiring working title.
If you want to take runway 36 right at Bravo 9, that's fine as well, just let me know.
Yeah, we'll take it at Bravo 9, sorry, we were set up for that, for JetBlue 241.
241, no problem. RNAV go home, winds 30012, runway 36 right, good for takeoff.
Ready, RNAV go home. 36 right, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 241. That's an interesting go home. Landing lights, runway turn off. Strobe lights, wing lights. We're all lit up like a Christmas tree. Let's go ahead and do it, friends. Joystick cam is going on. Chat, would just like to shout out Thrustmaster for sponsoring this live stream, or if you are interested in seeing any of the peripherals that I use in any of my streams, don't forget to click the link in the description above or down below. Thank you to Thrustmaster for sponsoring this stream. Let's do it, friends. Sounds are up. Let's have some fun. Throttles to 40%. Chrono's on. Let's go. Manflex 64 SRS runway auto thrust. Slight nose down pressure on the stick. Airspeed's live. 100 knots for neutral. V1. Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. It's a nice crosswind correction on that departure. You can see it's still gusting. That crosswind, nasty.
JetBlue 241 radar contact down,
Passing through 1300, JetBlue 241.
and JetBlue 241 radar contact in 14,000.
Maintain 14,000, JetBlue 241. Alright, 14,000 is in. Throttles to climb. Runway turn off, nose lights, wing lights. Crown spoilers. Lars, how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're all as well.
Orlando approach southwest 1152, approach at Waffle for the QB7 to 36 right.
Alright, so he cleared us to 1-4, so we're actually going to go to open climb now. So that we don't have any restrictions. There is a restriction here, but he cleared us to 1-4.
Southwest 1162. Southwest 1162, thanks. Radar contact position as reported. Cross Barron at 8,000 and expect the ILS. Actually, correction, let's go expect a visual approach, runway 35 right. Orlando approach, you were breaking up there. Was that for Southwest 1162? Southwest 1162, A firm, sir. Cross Barron at maintain 8,000. Expect vectors visual approach 35 right. Okay, cross Barron at 8,000. Expect vectors for 35 right.
Alrighty, 6,000. Autopilot's on. Flight deck. Beautiful. Nice departure, chat. Some nice visuals climbing up out of Orlando. There's Orlando International right off our right wing. This be left wing? Left wing.
JetBlue 2130, Orlando departure.
Shout out from OKC, Chasing Dreams. What's up, man? Thanks, dude. Appreciate it.
Via Bravo 10.
Short little hop over to Nassau today. 58 minutes or something? 58 minutes. Currently doing Spirit Ops from LaGuardia to Detroit. Nice. Hopefully you got some scenery for Detroit as well. The Innie builds Detroit. Beautiful scenery. Put this thing on my TV. Beautiful views.
Miami Center is offline. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good one. We'll see ya.
Over to you to calm. Thanks for one over ATC, man. Appreciate you. Man, lots of good Sias this week, chat. I love it. Lots of good Sias. Always good when the ATC gives you a landing lights off. Seatbelt signs are off as well. Everybody can get up and flight attendants can start the in-flight services. Not very many in-flight services today, but they can start them. I think we're serving drinks and snacks. Caleb, thanks for your subscription, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those clouds, beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy that my Nassau's working, Chad. You have no clue. I used to fly back before I started streaming. I used to love flying into Nassau. You could do like such a short little flight from, you could even do Fort Lauderdale, which is even shorter. Fort Lauderdale, Miami. And now, when we go back to flying the ATR, which I want to do sometime soon, I don't know if it's been updated. Have they fixed the ATR? I know that people were saying it was really bugged out right now. There were a lot of bugs with like the prop brake wasn't working correctly and some other things. But when we go back into the ATR, which I want to do in the next couple of weeks, maybe into the new year, but maybe even before the new year, we could do some Silver Airways. Silver does this op as well from Miami, from Florida, from Fort Lauderdale. So a lot of cool updates, yeah. I think there was an update, but I think maybe 4+ months ago. Interesting. I remember somebody saying recently that something was really messed up with the airplane. It could have been a different airplane, but I could have sworn it was that one. Good afternoon from a nice sunny Cancun. Luckily, we didn't get any weather out of Toronto. Nice. Yeah, it probably already passed, right, Captain Dom? Probably already passed, man. Beautiful. Climbing up through 5,000 now. 15,000 feet. Looking good. Said GDM cap. I don't know if it's life-changing, but it's something to discuss in chat. Yeah. Let's bring this up here. Sim update 14 beta release. Do we want beta release or read first? Welcome to Sim update beta 14. What is the release notes? Added flight plan assistance setting to ATC, don't care. ATC now clear step, don't care. ETC vectoring bug fixes, don't care. General bug fix. Several crashes have been fixed across the title. Fixed localization bugs. Performance optimizations for long flights. That's pretty interesting. Fixed ATC that was okay. Automated weather report temperature reading updated. Okay. Marketplace. Yeah. Fixed freeze when opening the logbook. Okay. Navigation and traffic. Enhanced ATC phraseology. Some of the improvements include. Okay. Weather. Snow and ice coverage accuracy has been improved in live weather. Fixed an issue where wind has malformed METAR was incorrectly read. Okay. Fixed an issue where the sim occasionally retrieves obsolete weather data. Improved transitions during cloud coverage and updates, and fixed an issue where the clouds don't load when starting a flight. Okay. Glass cockpit's good. Working title. Added configure side button to the... Okay, no, it's not working title. Aircraft. Payload station weights via sim connector now properly displayed in the weight and balance toolbar. That's cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Airbus 310 radio stack broadcasting. Vertical speed knob. Okay. Airbus A320 V2 during testing. We encountered application crash rate. This is too high to pass certification. We need to address the issues before the 320 can ship. Okay. We knew that. Okay. There's the SR-22. That's the one you guys were talking about. Okay. These are all the airplanes, the SDK, peripherals. World. Use more realistic mapping of wavelengths into RGB values, ozone layer scattering. Okay. The sun color resulting in more realistic colors in the sky and the lighting of the world. Okay. That's interesting. That'll be cool to see. Sim Connect, visual effects, awesome. Cool. Yeah. Quite a big update. I think the thing that I'm probably most looking forward to is the new sky colors. Yeah. No any builds A320 Neo. Yeah, no, it's not coming yet. It will be coming, but not yet. As you saw there, it's got the crash report, and I believe it has to do with the Xbox. I think it's because it's crashing too much on the Xbox. Is the update tomorrow? Apparently it is tomorrow, yes. Which was December 5th, which I think is what it was always scheduled for. Kept you hear the news, Alaska Airlines Group buying Hawaiian Airlines? Yes. Keep in mind that's only one changelog. There's more in the link whenever you get the time and you want to take a peek. As I said, I don't know if it's life-changing, but there you have it. Yeah, well, that's the majority of things that I think are coming tomorrow, right, Davis? I don't want to go through all. I don't care. I don't care enough to go through all of those changes and stuff. I saw the main things. You know, Alaska buying Hawaiian is a huge loss for Airbus, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't really look at it that way, to be honest with you. Hawaiian had already ordered a bunch of 787s, so I'm pretty sure they were already moving away from the Airbus fleet. And who knows? Alaska and Hawaiian are going to be two separate brands, right? So, if anything, I would say go start flying on your 717s if you haven't done so. Because I feel like that may be the first thing to go. I don't know what they would replace them with, but older 737 700s or something, I don't know. Do you still do Pilot Edge? I do, yeah, we did it not too long ago, man. We're on Pilot Edge a couple weeks ago, I think, maybe. Yep. What airplane are you most excited for? I mean, there's probably a few. The Any Builds A300 to do some cargo ops. Been really itching to do some cargo ops. Cargo ops are awesome. You can do them all over the world. Everybody has a FedEx, a UPS, a DHL, something flying an A300. So the A300, really looking forward to the A319 and the A321 by Phoenix as well. We've got PMDG 777. We've got the Airbus A330. There's a lot. There is a lot to be excited about. Now, who knows when that A330 is going to be coming out, but yeah, the A220 as well. I mean, the A220's got to be up there. Again, we don't know much about it. Hopefully we get an update before the end of the year. But yeah, definitely going to do Ontario to Oakland. And, oh man, cannot wait, Pulse. Cannot wait. Cap, what are your thoughts on Passenger 2 and would you use it? What is Passenger 2, Cody? If it's some like passenger add-on, I already use GSX. So I'd probably just continue using GSX instead of like some program. Yeah. Did you see the dev update to the iFly 737 Max for Microsoft? I did not. Who is this developer, iFly? Have they ever produced a product before, Justin? That would be my main concern right off the bat. Are they, yeah. I'm thinking about trying X Ambience, but they ask money for it. Yeah, don't pay for that. It's for X-Plane 11 as well. It only works for X-Plane 11, unless you're still on X-Plane 11. iFly is on P3D. Interesting. After using the PMD tablet for about a month now, I must say it's pretty underwhelming for how much we waited. It's so basic and the perf calculator doesn't even work accurately. It says MTOW exceeded. Interesting. I've only ever flown it, I think, for that first week before Flight Sim Expo, or before World Flight. I'll be flying it again next week, so I'll be able to tell you more about it, but I don't remember having the MTOW issue. But, yeah. In my opinion, X11 still looks better than 12. Yeah. iFly made the Max for P3D. Are there any videos on it? iFly 737 Max. How much do they charge? They charge $70. Okay. They fly. Who's this? Someone has a video. I'm going to watch this guy. TJ Pilot. Okay. And it doesn't look bad. It looks like a typical 737 for P3D. Definitely doesn't look bad. It looks decent. I don't know. I mean, hey man, if they get it out before PMDG, I mean, sure, it'll give us another option. I don't know much about it. I don't know if it's like, is it an accurate product? Do people enjoy it for P3D, or is it like one of those meh? Seems to be flying well enough. I'm watching somebody fly it in P3D right now. He's flying into Split. Man, the textures in P3D just look so washed out. It's crazy. Every time I watch P3D. I see a P3D video. It looks decent. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those meh. Okay. It's decent. Yeah, I've seen Black Box fly it often. Okay. Doing a cross country soon over the Vision Jet in Knoxville, and we're getting a tour of the center. Might go up in a Vision. Nice. Very cool, man. Very lucky. That'd be awesome. It's a 737 with 787 PFDs. That's what it should be. That's a good beginning. Yeah. True. Yeah. I'm very curious to see how PMDG is going to do their rendition of it, to be honest. I think that's what I'm probably most looking forward to. How is PMDG going to do it? Benny. My man. Coming in 24 months. Appreciate you, Benny. Huge note floaties to you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Excuse me. Choking on my water. Thank you, Benny. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Benny. 2 years as a business class member. Thanks so much, Benny. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. Can't wait to do Southwest Hawaiian ops in the MAX. That's all they fly out there. Correct, yeah. PMDG's rendition will most likely be better, but especially given how close of a relationship they have with Boeing. I would agree with that comment. I also think PMDG is, like I mentioned, they're definitely like top 5 developers, right? I don't know anything about this iFly. If they can bring a good product, I'm all for it. Yeah. I don't know, like, I mean, did they just announce that they're bringing it over to Microsoft Flight Simulator? If they did, pardon me, I would assume that there's probably still about a year or 2 wait for it, no? Or maybe they've been secretly developing it in the background, but yeah. If PMDG is still going off based on what they said a couple months ago, we might see a MAX variant drop in between the 777 product line release. Yes, I believe that is exactly what they said, Justin. Correct. Yeah, so we're going to get the initial release of the 777, which may be the freighter, the 200, 300ER, I don't know which ones, but yeah. They announced it over a year ago for Microsoft? Okay. Yeah. Look in P3D posts if you want to see my sim. I was flying an Air New Zealand 787. Cool. I always check out. I don't really check on stream, but I'll check afterwards. Might be wrong, but can't be hard to make a MAX when the NG is already done. Correct. Yeah. Obviously, you would change some performance values, Mike. Change the screens as well, right? The screens would change, and yeah. That's about it. All right, bump our cost index back up to 35. Making our left turn out towards Nassau. Good. Nathan, thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. There are some screenshots in the iFly if you want me to share them. If you want to send them over to me, yeah, send me a DM on Discord or whatever. Add the LEAP engines? Yes, it would be. Yeah. Just searched on Google, they announced it August 24th, 2022. Okay, so they've been at it for quite a while then. I mean, that's good to hear. Good to hear that they've been at it. So we'll see. We shall see. Yeti, what's up, mate? We need Pratt & Whitney engines from fly-by-wire. A different engine option would be nice. I'm curious, did the AnyBuilds A320neo come with an engine variant, or was it just one engine as well? Was it just the LEAPs? The CFM LEAP, right? Are they going to include the trim runaway feature? Too soon. Too soon. MCAS. How was the MCO scenery? Meh. I honestly don't think it's worth its price, to be honest with you, G-Mark. They're charging a fat premium, and I just don't. I feel like there's so many better sceneries priced at that price point. I don't know. That's just me. It's not bad by any means. I just feel like there's, you know, for that price tag, I'd be getting a lot of other sceneries first. If you're a huge fan of Orlando, you'll probably like it, but yeah. Just landed in Nassau, super smooth into there, no floaties. Joe, was the arrival into Orlando pretty sketchy for you as well? Not even sketchy. Was it just, it was spicy? Like we had a lot of spice going on. Thanks. I was curious at the price point looking at a Florida airport to complement my network. Yeah, I mean, if you can grab it on sale, G-Mark, I would say that's when I would do it. I don't know if it goes on sale very often. Somebody said they picked it up for $17.99, which tells me it does go on sale. I would be trying to get it on sale. Very spicy. Okay, good. So it wasn't just me. Those winds were all over the place, man, gusting like crazy. Even though I'm pretty sure the engine physics are the exact same, Latin VFR has all engine types. Yeah, Latin VFR, I'm pretty sure you're just getting a model. And even then, like, even the basic engine's probably not even correct. It's probably based off, like, the default Asobo A320 burn or something, right? Highly doubt they've gone and made custom engine fuel burn and stuff. Yeah, the wind was all over the place, yeah. Should be on the Discord now, nice. Cool, thank you, man. I'll have a look at those afterwards. With the Horizon Sim mod, it is worth it. No, thank you. Again, I shouldn't have to buy a payware airplane to mod it with a freeware airplane and systems for it to work correctly. That literally goes against every... What am I paying for? If I am buying an airplane and then I have to mod it with freeware systems to make it flyable and make it work, what am I buying? What am I paying for? Right? I can't be the only one that sees it that way, chat. I can't be. Excuse me. Cap, we find the A320neo on Thursday. If you're talking about the AnyBuilds A320neo, no. It's not coming out yet. It still needs a little bit longer. It's a sin, but it's worth it? Absolutely not, man. Hey, listen, if it's worth it for you and that's how you want to spend your money, sure. But I'm telling you right now, you're not doing anybody any favors, including yourself. There's no way, in any which way, you're going to spin this and make it out to be a positive. I will never. And that's part of the reason why I bought the FSSE jets, is because at least it's the whole airplane. It's there, you can fly it, right? I don't need to download something to make them flyable. That was part of the reason of why I bought, you know, those jets. But yeah, no, I'm not doing any of that, man. How are these views even different from IRL? I don't know. Maybe a little bit more contrast IRL, but it's pretty beautiful, isn't it? Do I play Fortnite? No. No, I've never played a single game of Fortnite in my life. Proud to say that, by the way. Very proud to say that. Not VFR charge so high, too, for such terrible products. I mean, I think, what are they charging? $29 or $30 or something like that? I think it's just they sat around and they honestly looked at the market and they were like, okay, well, if Captain Sim is doing this, then we should do it too. I don't think they care. At the end of the day, what's going to happen is when nobody's buying their airplanes anymore, they're just going to go back to making scenery, what they've always been known for, right? That's all that's going to happen. I feel like this is somebody just trying to cash in on the moment. There's a lot of people trying to do this. They're trying to cash in on the moment. They're, you know, they're trying to make a quick buck before PMDG and AnyBuilds and all these other airplanes start releasing. You know, the Aerosoft A330. Before all of these airplanes came out, they're just trying to make a quick buck. That's all that this is. It's sad. It's sad because we're so starved for airplanes that this is the state of Microsoft Flight Sim right now. Is it's kind of just rampant. There's more junk on the marketplace than there actually is decent products for the most part. It's unfortunate. It's one of those things that it's just, like I said, in due time, everything's going to run its course. You know, in a couple years from now, we're not even going to be talking about Latin VFR and Captain Sim, and nobody's going to be buying their airplanes because there's going to be proper, you know, high fidelity aircraft out. So it's only a matter of time. Are people still buying the Breedoc 7.3 now that PMDG's on the marketplace? I don't know. Probably, Kev. Probably, because of the price point. And again, like we've went over, some people just don't care. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to, like, you know, shame people into anything. But literally, some people just don't care, man. They don't care. They don't care that the Breedoc is not a... They just want something that looks and somewhat functions like a 737, and that's all they, you know, they don't care. And that comes down to just, I think, so many new people in the flight sim community. They kind of don't know any better. They don't know, you know. So next time in X-Plane, can you fly the MD-11? Maybe. We'll have to see. I don't even know how I go about... Was there an update for X-Plane 12? I'm assuming there was an update for X-Plane 12 and stuff. I don't even know. You excited for tomorrow morning? I mean, I'm not going to wake up early. I'm going to wake up at my normal time, which is usually around 9:30 a.m. And I'll probably walk Daisy like I normally do, sit down, turn on the PC, and then I'll watch the trailer. I'm not going to wake up early to watch the trailer or anything. No. I'll be fine watching it afterwards. So I'll pick where the yoke and the breedock came out of the radio panel. Wouldn't surprise me, man. Yeah. You both know you're up at 9:30. Yeah, man, that's when the alarm goes off. I'm usually up before then, to be honest with you. I'm usually up before then. I kind of just hang out in bed, you know what I mean? What's tomorrow? We've got Sim Update 14, and we've got the Rockstar. GTA 6, I guess, is what we're calling it. We don't know if it's GTA 6, but GTA 6. 29 miles till top of descent. Let's go ahead and plug in our arrivals. Let's grab some wind information. Just looked at my landing rate into Nassau minus 46. Bet you $5 on beating it. I'm not beating that. No. What do we get? We had a 79 yesterday, Joe. But no, I'm not going to beat that. I'm not even honestly, I don't even aim that low anymore for those low of a landings. I always try and keep it as realistic as possible now. I try to, at least. We'll go for the crazy buttery floats. 29 degrees though. Beautiful. 3001. We had a great landing into here yesterday after our long haul though. It was a pretty good landing. Rockstar did say the next Grand Theft Auto, so it might be GTA 6. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows, really. ILS runway 14. And our minimums, we are category C aircraft 232. We'll throw that into our barrel minimums. Good. Cool. Wasn't even trying, just caught the flare in perfect time. That's the beauties. Those are the best landings then. Yeah. Those are the good ones. Alrighty. And top of descent is in 21 miles, chat. 21 miles. Beautiful out there. Yeah, Davis sent me the Freeport scenery as well, so I need to check on that one. Who made this Freeport? Is it any good? Wing Sim. Wing Sim. Ooh, it's got good reviews. Oh shit. They did like okay, they went above and beyond. They did the whole like port area as well. Oh damn. Oh yes. We will definitely be purchasing this scenery. Wait, they don't really show the airport though. I guess they do. They modeled everything though. Very nice and surprisingly good scenery with one or two issues. Need to upload a full-size images, otherwise it's hard to see those small images. It's true. Yeah, the pictures are like, they look good. It looks like they did a good job. We'll have to pick that up. I'll put that in my list. A little unsure about it, but the cargo ships and stuff, it looks good. Looks good. How do you actually start your descent when coming up at top of descent? If you're flying in an Airbus, push in. If you're flying in an Airbus, push in. Why you no push in, airplane? It says we're at cruise. But it won't go in. Huh. Airplane's being a little bit weird today. Nav track. It like won't. It also helps if you put the altitude that you want to descend to, chat, instead of just sitting at 33,000 feet and spamming the button. I'm fucking sitting here. I didn't even clue in that I still had it left at 33,000 feet. I'm literally at cruise altitude trying to descend the airplane. Listen, chat, day 3 of 3, okay? We've had some long streams the last couple days. What a jackass, dude. Sitting here at 33,000 feet. Chat, it won't descend. It won't go. Real good. Real good. Airbus is like, why? Why you why you take off? You don't know how to fly. Why you take off? The airplane's mad at me. Yeah, no problem. Just blame Dan, guys. We'll write it up. It's Dan's fault. Seatbelt signs on. We've started our descent down into Nassau. Chad, I don't know how this landing's going to go, if I'm being honest with you. We're going to go auto brake to low. Should be fine. We'll take either the high speed or we'll go ahead and roll down to Bravo. We made Bravo yesterday, so that high speed's kind of difficult. I feel like that's for like the little turbos. Make that delta at high. We might be able to hit delta, but we'll see. Check the blinker fluid. Pilot.exe is not responding. Do you know why, man? Because in my head, all I did, I had 3,000. That is what my brain saw, was 3,000, which I think is our intercept heading, because we were just looking at the ILS approach. It's actually 2,000, so I don't know what I was doing. Anyways, that's what I was looking at. I completely, my brain did not see the other 3 right here. That 3. So I'm sitting here and I'm trying to do it. I'm like, why isn't it not working? Oh, man. We need the descent chicken checklist. I know. If only we had done our descent chicken checklist, everything would have been okay. Would have been good to go. Check out the new TGPY scenery from SLH Sim Design. Yeah, they've done some good stuff. We have their Bermuda. TGPY. Where's that? TGPY Airport. TGPY Airport. What is that? That is Maurice Bishop. Where is that? Grenada. Ooh. That could be fun. That's way down there, though. Ooh, baby. Is that still part of the Caribbean? Is that an international airport? Yep. There's a British Airways 787 sitting there. Okay, then. Yes, that is a big airport. Why chicken checklist? I don't think I was at that stream. It was Dan. Dan, when we were at World Flight, he was having problems pronouncing things when we were at World Flight. I was at World Flight and they wore the Denis costume, but I don't understand the chicken checklist. It was Dan. He was descent chicken checklist. He kept like saying it. It was funny. Yeah. What are we smoking? Triple burger. Yeah, San Juan down to Grenada. That would be fun. We could do that one for sure. Yeah. That would be fun. Who's excited to jump back into the PMDG next week, chat? Back into the 737. It's been almost a month. Well, no, I guess not. About 3 weeks. The last 737 I flew was at World Flight. And then a week and a half leading up to World Flight. We're going to do some real-world Ryanair to start off the week. We're going to go from Dublin to Shannon, from Shannon up to Cork. The A310? Not next week. Maybe the following week. But not next week. No. 7-3 next week. We flew the 310 not that long ago, man. Again, it's difficult to fly the 310. Nobody flies the 310 anymore. It's difficult to do like the real-world ops that we're doing, man. I'm very much into the real-world ops, like actually doing that. I was actually talking about the ATR earlier, Will. I said I'd like to... now that we have like the Bahamas and now that Freeport came out as well, we have the Freeport scenery, we can definitely do some Silver Airways ops. We can spend some time down in Florida. Fort Lauderdale, Key West, Tampa, come down over here to Nassau, go to Freeport. Yeah. Is it still broken or is the aircraft functioning? People were saying that the airplane really wasn't working that well, but Mahan Air does A310 flights, do they? There's still a few flying around. Need an MD-80 stream? Ah, man. I'm so over the MD-80, dude. I don't know. I just don't enjoy flying it anymore. I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. But I just don't enjoy flying it anymore. I can't pinpoint exactly why, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you why. I just don't enjoy flying it anymore. 3001 on the altimeter. 2,000 feet. We got the ground spoilers out. We're a little bit high up on profile. So we've got the ground spoilers up now. We should get back up to profile here in the next couple miles. Been flying the ATR lately myself, still learning it. Okay. Okay. Is there anything new with the 737? SimBrief integration will. So it has full SimBrief now. So you can go to like the here, and you can go to like the weight and balance, and you can pull everything from SimBrief now. Instead of manually entering your passengers and your fuel and everything, it's a one-tap SimBrief. So you just request your flight information. You can request your route. You can request your weights and data. Yeah, so it's got one-tap integration, so that'll be cool. We'll check that out. I don't think anything else has changed. I don't know. Maybe some other fixes and stuff, but... It's an overpriced port from P3D. Which one? The MD-80? I would tend to agree with you. I would tend to agree with you. I also do agree that that price is pretty steep. Yeah. We need a Dash 8. I mean, we're supposed to... One's supposed to be in development. One's supposed to be in development, man. We're supposed to be getting the Majestic Q400, so fingers crossed it comes sooner than later. That's for sure. Ground spoilers armed. Auto brake is set to low. Speed should roll back to 250 now. We're at 10,000 feet. Looking good. What's the plans for the weekend? We're going to go check out the new scenery. MK Studios released some new scenery. Malaga, I think, is the one. Hold on. Let me check my scenery folder. Yeah, Malaga. So MK Studios Malaga. So we're probably going to do some Jet 2. Maybe Ryanair. We'll see where... Probably Jet 2. I'd actually like to do some Jet 2. So it's going to be Ryanair on Thursday. And then we'll do some... probably Jet 2 on the weekend. How long until touchdown? 10 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes. We're close. Jet 2 to... Yes, we need to do that as well, Litos. Thank you for reminding me. I need to install... Orbeck sent me the scenery, so I need to install. So yes, we need to go to Leeds Bradford V2 this weekend as well. That will be on the list of things to do and places to go. 10,000 feet. Landing lights are on. Do Ryanair landings? We'll see. Please no cap locks. Has anyone here of chat flown to Antila? Real life or in the sim? And probably in the sim, I'm sure people have, yeah. That'd be a good one, Litos, yeah. When you fly Ryanair, do you simulate the carrier landings? I try not to. Try not to, but sometimes they happen. Cap, we will butter the bread like no tomorrow, am I right? I don't know, man. We're going for a nice landing. We're finishing... This is our last landing in the Airbus for a little bit, so... We're going to do, hopefully a nice landing. Jet 2 Leeds Bradford, maybe from Stansted. Maybe could be fun. Could also do Stansted to Leeds or somewhere in Ireland, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Don't you worry. I will figure it all out. I will figure it all out this week. We'll figure out where we're going, what we're doing. Missed the 747-200 and the 737-300. Can't wait to see more classic aircraft going to Microsoft. You know what I would love? I would love a, like, 747-400, 747-800. I'd really love one of those. I know PMDG is going to do the 400. Yeah, the 400. Yeah, I'd really love a 400, to be honest with you. No, not Malaga V2, no. That's why I was like, no, not Malaga. Leeds, Bradford. Some 7.4 ops. We could do some 7.4, yeah. Listen, we've got 70... Pardon me. We've got 75,000 subscribers coming up. I'm kind of saving the big airplanes and the long-haul airplanes for that, Will. Probably one leading up to it, and then the one big... So, yeah, I would say within the next 30 days is when we're scheduled, who knows, We could take longer than that. It could take less than that. But within the next 30 days, we're scheduled to hit 75,000 subscribers if we keep growing at the same rate that we are right now. So we will be getting a long haul. You'll probably see the 747. I was thinking the 747 for our long haul. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know where we're going to go, but the Turkish place I like, Antalya. Yeah, we flew into there I think a couple weeks ago. We flew into Antalya. Yeah, it's one of my favorite airports around there. Remember how long it took us to set up the old 747 and X-Plane 11? Dude, it was, what, an hour and a half to get off the ground, I think? We had to do the full... Like, you should have seen the lesson that I had to get just in order to fly that airplane. Shout out to Emma Bentley. Emma basically sat there for hours with me and taught me how to fly that airplane. Taught me how to do the whole engineer panel. That thing was ridiculous, dude. What's your final opinion on the FSS E-Jet? Supposedly going to release the E1, the 190 and 195. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, I cannot suggest that people buy them, Dell. There's just still too much missing. Right now, it feels like a freeware mod. It doesn't feel like a payware airplane. It feels like somebody, you know, went out of their way and created a really nice model and nice texturing, but that's about it, man. Everything, like the autopilot, the FMC, it's just so basic. It doesn't, in my opinion, in its current state, it doesn't warrant a payware price tag. Holy shit, there's an airplane coming in right there in front of us. This may be a disconnect. I don't know where the hell he came from. This might be a disconnect, chat. Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised that they're coming out with the E190 and the E195 before they even, like, custom FMC, before anything. That seems kind of weird to me. I don't know. Again, it just seems kind of backwards. It seems kind of just, I'd be scared at this point for like a money grab, man. And I mean that. I'm not just throwing that around there. You know, these guys have yet to produce a custom FMC. They've yet to produce a VNAV. They've yet to do anything, and then they want to push 2 more airplanes out. What's the point? We're basically flying, you know? Like, I don't know. It doesn't make a bunch of sense to me, right? I don't know. A little late. They've had them for months now. Definitely need some FPS optimizations. That's what I mean. There's a lot of things that need to be changed. A lot of things. I'm kind of surprised that they're releasing an E190 and an E195. Again, depending on the price, I don't know if I'll be buying them. I may buy them, but man, it's kind of starting to scare me. The you know, the more and more like this unfolds, the more and more it just seems like these guys just want your money. I don't know, man. The VNAV part and the FMS are so annoying in the FSS E-Jets. Besides that, it's pretty good. Might be a little bit expensive. Yeah, again, 10 months after development, we still don't have a VNAV, and it feels like they're more. It feels like instead of working on the VNAV and the FMC and all that stuff, they're more concerned about pushing out another model of the airplane to get more money from you, which I don't think is right, in my opinion. You should be release the E170, release the E175 in the early access. Cool. Work on getting that airplane with a proper FMC and a VNAV functionality. Make it a proper payware airplane. Then come back and do your E190 and your E195. I don't understand how you think you can push out a new product without even having half of what's done for the last product. I don't know. Just a little bit. Little bit worrying. That's my main concern. It's just a little bit worrying. Again, these guys have never released a product. They've never done anything, so I'd be a little bit concerned. Anyways. Joystick Amazon, I want to take this time to thank Thrustmaster for sponsoring this live stream. If you're interested in seeing any of the peripherals or using any of the peripherals that you see me using, you can click the links up above or click the links down below in the description. Thank you, Thrustmaster, for sponsoring this video. Huge shout out to Thrustmaster. my airplane. Enjoy the arrival, guys. Catch you down on the ground. Beautiful weather. I might as well take control of the aircraft, right? Not nearly as windy as it was yesterday. It's showing a little bit of a tailwind. That's okay. Let's start our recording. Good. We're recording.
$1,000. $500. $400. $300. 100 above. Minimum.
Continue.
$100. $50. $40. $30. $20. Retard. 5.
Reversers, nose down gently. Accelerating. Knots, reverser stowed. Manual braking, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down to Nassau. That was a beauty. Float? There was no float in that whatsoever, my friend. That was almost perfect. It was touched down by the 1,500 footers. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Vacate to the left. Wonderful. Cool. Welcome back, my friends. That was a great flight. I love that routing, actually. That's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Chrono's off. 50 minutes and 5 seconds, chat. 50 minutes and 5 seconds. Ground spoilers and flaps are going up. Beautiful. Imagine this was your leg. Flying at JetBlue, you got to do this leg all the time. That would be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Alrighty. Landing lights off. Nose light over to taxi. APU. Master start switch is on. Beautiful. Davis coming in with a gifted membership. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for support, man. Appreciate it. Guys, don't forget, if you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down the thumbs up button. I don't know if we can hit 300 likes on today's stream, but thank you to everybody who already has smashed down the thumbs up button. It was an awesome stream, man. Spicy arrival into Orlando. A nice arrival back into here with no winds. Buttering the bread, 129 foot per minute. Finishing off the week strong, flying the Airbus. Had a lot of fun back in the Phoenix A320. I feel like I'm really getting used to the flight model here as well, of this new one. Don't forget, this is somewhat new. The block V2 block 1, sorry. Ramp, I think it's 40. I don't know, we'll find out. Are the mods asleep? Why would happen? Sorry I'm late, a little busy. How were those flights? Good. Good, man. Can you tell me when is iPod Touch 4 gig, 32 gig, bro? What? I'm so confused. Scroll up. Oh. Okay, well, guys, let's not... We don't have to make a big deal of it. It's fine. Don't worry. Just ignore it. It's another troll on the internet. Oh my goodness. Wow, imagine that. The troll on the internet. Would have never thought. EP Master Start switch is on. Basti, how are you, man? Good to see you, dude. He's gone. Don't worry, man. He's gone. Used to the mods acting swiftly. That's why I don't think anybody's here. Remember that it's an afternoon. Monday afternoon and stream's about to end. I don't think anybody's around right now. I don't think anybody's here. Just myself. Terminal 5 is JetBlue at JFK Airport. Terminal 5. Is that like the centered one? I think so. Yeah. 2 bad comments left up for 5 minutes. What was the other bad comment? What the hell did I miss? Again, no one's here. I think it's just me. I don't think there's any mods in chat right now. Mods, if you're here, I don't think anybody's here. Why are GPU prices still... I thought they were supposed to be close to MSRP. Are they not MSRP? I don't know. Is it a cool looking airport? It is. I'm extremely happy to finally be able to fly back into here, man. You have no clue. It feels so good. I used to have this big old, like, object that was blocking the runway 14, and I couldn't fly in. But somebody posted a fix in my Discord channel the other day, and all is well. Engine number 2 is off, engine number 1 is off, beacon light is off, seatbelt sign is off, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down and back to our gate. Wonderful. Operate the jet bridge. We'll head outside. Watch the deboarding process. There we have it. I don't know why they got us to park a little bit short on that one. I'm not quite sure why. We're just following the marshaller, but they got us a little bit short on that one. No problem. Request deboarding. Wonderful. Looking good. Why are people so rude sometimes? Because it's the internet, man. Keyboard warriors. Everybody gets behind a keyboard and there's no repercussions. You can't just sit there and punch them in the face, right? If someone were to say that to you in your face, you'd obviously punch them, right? It's the most, well, at least that's how we take care of things here. I don't know about how things work in the other world, but if anybody says anything stupid to you or something like that, you just hit them, right? You can't do that. They get to sit behind their computer and a keyboard and act all tough and you know, and laugh with their one friend in a Discord server. It's just what it is. It's how it is, man. I wouldn't think too much into it. It's unfortunate, but unfortunately, that's just the way that the world works. There's very, very, very messed up individuals out there, man, and not much we can do about it. Trust me. Trust me, man. Atif, I have no clue what you're trying to ask me, man. Why can't you tell me when is my iPod Touch 4 gig, 32 gig update? I have no clue. I don't understand. I don't understand what anyways. Sklit, how are you, man? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. My goodness, chat, it's Monday. Jesus Christ. You guys are going crazy. I don't know what happened, but I don't know what happened. I don't think he's trolling. I think he genuinely thinks that I know when this iPod update is out or something like that. I don't know, man. I have no clue. You look stressed? No, not stressed. Ready to just wrap up the weekend. Day 3 of 3, man. Come on, you know how it is, dude. Day 3 of 3 of answering questions and non-stop talking, and yeah, you know, this is where I step away from the simulator. I don't use the simulator for the next, like, 2 days, and, you know, it gets me excited to be able to be back in the simulator on Thursday. I am still on a 1080p monitor. Yep, I am, man. 1920 by 1080. I'm running the sim. Nothing crazy, man. Just high-end preset. Clouds ultra, trees low. That's it, man. Nice and simple. Cool. Go to GSX. We'll restart the Kutal script. Let's jump inside. Let's go ahead and close all of the doors, and we'll go ahead and get the aircraft in a turnaround state. Good. Activate. We'll set our flaps full. We'll go to the overhead. We will turn those on. Turn those on. That's on. That's on. Those are on. Good. We will watch our arrival again. Should be a real nice one, too. GSX, go away. We don't need you. Yeah. No problem. All right, we'll make sure that our flaps come all the way down full, which they are there. Beautiful. We'll turn the sounds up, and we shall watch a couple arrivals here together, chat. Don't need to watch it from here, but I like to watch it from like right about here, where the water starts to turn. You can see beautiful. And this is what I was talking about water masks and stuff. So you can see that they've started adding some. These are the water masks that I wish we could get everywhere. Look at the way that the water changes the color. You see some waves out here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Get that all over the world. Ooh, baby. Could be a good one. Mods, donators, sponsors, thank you all so much for everything that you guys do for the channel. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. Thank you, everybody, for your support this weekend. I truly do appreciate it. You guys are absolutely great. I hope you guys enjoyed this weekend's flights. A lot of fun ones, actually. Checking out some new scenery in Charleston, getting an arrival into LaGuardia, getting a departure out of JFK. Some beautiful flights and arrivals here into Nassau as well. Great way to finish off the stream and wrap that up. That was a perfect landing. Somebody was saying that was floaty. I don't know, man. That didn't seem floaty to me. That felt like the perfect landing. Cut the power. Obviously, I'm not smashing it into the ground, but you have to flare a little bit if you want to get those nice landing rates, but I'm very happy with that one. Next week, you know the plan. We're going to be back in the 737-800. We're going to be doing some Ryanair ops on Thursday, probably some Jet 2 ops on the weekend as well. It's been a while since we've done some Jet 2, so it should be a lot of fun. Appreciate y'all being here, man. To everybody else that cannot donate with a monetary value, but donates by being here and stream, smashing down that thumbs up button, being here week after week, hanging out in chat, keeping us busy. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you guys all so much, man. Have a wonderful start to the week. Enjoy your Monday, and before you know it, we'll be live again on Thursday again for some real world Ryanair ops. Appreciate everybody. Have yourselves a great week, and see you.